Shit, music. I always forget the music. Hey, is the music even on? I don't hear shit. OBS, maybe? Spotify. Okay, I see it's on, but I don't hear it. I accidentally changed an OBS again. I did. Hi, Clay. Good evening. Why can't I hear my own music? What? I can't hear shit. Not that. How are you doing today, Clay? You doing okay? That's good. It doesn't really matter whether I can hear the music, as long as you guys can hear it. How about myself? I'm good. Oh shit, I forgot to change the title on YouTube. Playing the okay. It's like some weirdly, eerily quiet for me because I can't hear my own music. me turn it off and turn it back on again. Oh, there we go. I got it. Okay. So today, I found an Otome game that I'm gonna play through a little bit of at least. Right, there we go. Oh my god. Both it and the music are going on at the same time. I turn on Spotify. Okay. Okay. Change Twitch. Oh, wrong keyboard. Fuck. Is there a string category for it yet? Let me check. Oh, there is. Alright. So, the Otome game we're playing is the Ultimate game about a VTuber group. The HoloStars HoloTempus VTuber group. It's called Doppelgänger. What the hell was that? Is that me? What? How am I hearing myself? Oh. I had the Twitch open. Sorry about that. We're gonna go to gaming. Oh, that's right. I was in the middle of one. I was testing it out off stream before deciding to play it. Okay, so YouTube doesn't have the game category. You looking forward to it? I'm just making sure I have both chat ups and I'm all good. We'll put Clump here. Oh, yeah. Where's the rest of the squad? Here here they are. Oh, you mean like Sabujo and Domo? I'm not sure. I can check though. Domo. Clump said, oh, Jesus Christ, that is loud. Clump said he wanted to come watch. I'm not sure when he's coming. Domo might be busy. I'm not sure where Sabujo is. He always just pops in whenever he wants. Okay. I think audio and everything's fine. I should sound fine. I got it fixed. My weird cone problem yesterday. Hello, Clumped. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you're doing well today. Auto speed, message speed, windowed full screen. This game seems kind of similar to that other visual novel I played. I forgot the name. I know what you're talking about though. The one with our best boy Leander. When is that coming out, by the way? I wonder if they put up a release date. Remainder. Touch Star. That's right. It's called Touch Star. Hmm. 15 possible endings. So that's a good, bad, and a neutral for each one. It doesn't show a release date yet. Just sad. Okay. This one is kind of similar. It involves, like, fantasy mythological characters. No, I didn't press anything. Space is my name, yes. Or blank. An empty hall. Or is it more like a cave? You wander into the empty space where it feels like an eternity before happening upon 6 doors. You sense different but vaguely familiar presences on the other sides of each. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Somehow you know that your journey won't end until you've passed through all of them. You may take as long or as little as you like, but you must still pick a door. Now then, Nirvana, which will it be? In door number 1, we have the Demon King. In door number 2, the Exiled Prince. Door number 3, the Showman. Door number 4, the Karasu Demon. Door number 5, the Huntsman. And door number 6, the Abandoned Automaton. Now, before I started stream, I went through a little bit of these 4. I haven't touched these 2 yet, so I don't know what these 2, but I know a little bit of the beginning part of these 4. From the Karasu Demon, the Showman, the Exiled Prince, and the Demon King. If you want me to choose, I can choose the one I was most invested in. Or I can let you guys choose. If you need another look at the characters, just let me know. I got it. You want me to choose? Okay, I'll choose. Let's see. We'll do the Demon King. Yeah, let's do the Demon King. The ice plain of Elysium. After I passed through that door of many in the dark, I wound up in an unheard of land called that. I recognized no one. The villagers seemed kind of, albeit hesitant, to step out of line to speak with me. I'd noticed their looks though. They know I'm not from here. 3 days spent here, and I'd already heard the barkeep whispering to his regulars. It may be because of how I'm dressed. Everyone else roaming the streets is so aristocratic, robed in furs and lace. I try asking as many people as I can about the guild hall, but it's no use. Nobody knows what Tempus is. For context, we, Nirvana, have somehow slipped into an alternate reality where the guild Tempus does not exist. Tempus is where all the boys are that we saw earlier. All the boys are from a guild called Tempus. And in this universe, Tempus does not exist. And we somehow slipped into it. I seek shelter from the cold weather in an empty library at the edge of the city. Altair, the leader of the guild Tempus, had always advised me to research before digging too deep into an unknown territory. Knowing local dangers, politics, or even just the lay of the land could save your life if you set out on a quest. Sigh. This is going to take a while. As I make my way through the aisles of books, one of them stands out from the others around it. Elysium's Truth, it's titled. Elysium's Truth. Drawn in by the title inscribed in the spine, I reach for the book. An elegantly dressed man brushes his hand with me. Poised and refined, he looks at me as if he's gazing upon an insect. Okay, bitch, are you looking down at me? His expression is as cold as the weather outside. But it's his face I'm familiar with. My eyes do a double take over him. It takes a moment for me to comprehend his expression. Altair? Altair... ... He takes the Elysium's Truth book from the shelf first. After lowering it to his side, he passes me a smile. Yes? Although he watches me expectantly, I realize there's something just a little off. Is he taller than Altair? By a couple of centimeters? I check the shoes he's wearing. He'd certainly be taller than Altair even without the shoes on. Something wrong? He has the same voice as him. Everything else is right. I often heard this tone from Altair when he'd worried about me staying up too late studying maps. Maybe he just hit a post-guild anniversary growth spurt. Either that, or I'm just remembering wrong. Did you get taller? I don't think so. Weird. He scared me. I didn't know where you ran off to, Nirvana. The guild's really, really far from here. It'll be a while before we get back. He knows my name. He knows about the guild. I'm probably worried over nothing. Like my Halloween costume? Maybe to ease my anxiety, Altair lifts the ends of his cape and slings it from behind him so it flutters. Come to think of it, my last memories of the real Elysium had been around Halloween too. It's cool. You're like a real demon king. But it's hard for me to pay attention to something like that. If I'm honest, I don't know where this place is or how I wound up here. I've never even seen a place called the Ice Plane on the maps back in the guild hall. Most people haven't. Guild newbies especially don't get access to those kinds of maps. After all, the Ice Plane's a dangerous place. I'd be crazy to send any of you guys out this far. That makes sense. I was attacked by monsters on the way in. I managed to handle it by myself, though. Must be thanks to your training. No way, that's all you. Don't sell yourself short. Oh, he's so flattering, isn't he? Surely nothing bad's gonna happen later on. I feel less on guard. Any difference I'd sense must really been my imagination. We should get some rest before heading back to the guild hall, yeah? If we turn in early tonight, we can leave first thing in the morning. Altair slips the book we'd both taken interest in somewhere on his person. Is that okay? Don't underestimate Tempus connections. I'll fill in the owner on it later. Come on, Nirvana, let's go home. Altair and I ventured through the Ice Plains Kingdom streets. He leads the way with his usual charisma, and I follow without thinking. We reminisce about the other members of the guild. He even tells me funny stories at a time about all of them, from times even before I joined. The journey doesn't feel long, and before I know it, we stop in front of a castle at the end of the kingdom. Even though it's freezing out there, the gardeners managed to keep the plants green. Yeah. We move eventually into the castle itself. Horned guards and servants bow to us as we proceed, hall after hall. Coming upon the throne room, I can't help but feel a bit awkward. In contrast, Altair isn't fazed at all by it. He stays cheerful despite the dreary and intimidating surroundings. It just so happens that I'm friends with the royalty here, but it looks like they're not here. Mind if I go to the servant quarters so I can let them know what's up first? All things going well, we'll enjoy a full 6-course meal and huge fluffy beds to sleep in tonight. I'll be right back. Sure, I'll wait here. Cool, thanks. Altair gives me a polite wave and hurriedly turns to the head inside. Turns into head inside. In the same moment, the book falls out of his cape without him seeming to notice. Yeah, what a chill guy. Surely he's not hiding anything, right, chat? I bend over to pick it up off the floor for him. But before I can let him know, he's already left for the hall. I guess I can read through the book a little while waiting since it seemed interesting. Elysium's Truth, huh? Why would they hide things from you? They're so cool. He'd been really set on reading it. I open it to the first page. Prologue, the Hollow Tree. To understand the true Elysium, we must first understand the Hollow Tree. Thinking back on it now, we hadn't seen a hollow tree here at all. Ow! Christ. Ah! Discord notifications are loud. Ow! I'm muting all of Discord. That was so loud. Oh, Clay gifted a sub. Thanks for the gift sub, Clay. Oh, hold on. I go bring the dogs back in. I'm back. Okay. Shit. Thinking back on it, I haven't seen a hollow tree here at all. Shouldn't such a distinct landmark be visible even from far away? And continue skimming the pages one by one, flipping through. Jesus Christ. Now that you mention it, Clay, I do notice you hardly ever spend channel points. That's because you're a resident millionaire. You don't need channel points when you've got money. I continue skimming the pages one by one, flipping through them. Channel 1, The Founding of Guild Tempus. Wait a second. This book is Chapter 4, The Land of Zenokuni. It seems to be an encyclopedia about my home. Our home. Why would he be so set on reading something about a land he lives in and knows firsthand? Clay just spends your money if he wants something to happen. He doesn't need channel points. It feels like an accomplishment to have the channel points. I think at some point I should make like a 50k or 100k channel point thing. There's gonna be more people like you at some point, Clay, with a hell of a lot of channel points. No shit. I accidentally skipped through it. What would the 50/100k even be? I'm not sure. Honestly, I don't know. I contemplated putting in like Nirvana's live 2D model, like the model reveal, but it's not done yet. Why would he be so set on reading something about a land he lives in and knows firsthand? He's our leader. He's the one who leads who'd led so many of the expeditions. Another chapter titled Towards the End catches my eye. Chapter 10, Return to the True Elysium. Return? As in we're not already there after all? Jesus Christ! Why you get so close? Don't scare me like that. I jolt and drop the book when he suddenly comes back into view. Oops, forgot my book. I'll need to take that with me. Ow! I need to lower that volume. That's so loud. Sorry, new stimuli. Altair crouches to collect it from the ground. Where did those come from? You don't know about the new channel point? It's a new glimp throw. You can throw clump at me. As he dusts the dirt off its surface, I collect my breath. What's so special about the book, Altair? It's the only copy in existence, a deep read on the world we live in, and its secrets. Don't you ever wonder about parallel worlds? I look at him for a long time. It's like his eyes see straight through me, like they see something that I don't. Not really. You mean you've never wondered what another you might be like? I just try to take things day by day. I've got enough to deal with. Throw Glim, throw Nirvana off a cliff, and Rizvana, whatever that means. Oh, it doesn't show up on mobile? That sucks. I didn't know it doesn't show up on mobile. Let me test something. You saw this stuff get thrown? Oh, so things like throw Nirvana or Virgil status or Armstrong status you can't see. I didn't know it didn't show up for mobile. It's not like guild life is always rainbows and daisies. You saw that better than anyone. Don't worry, I don't want your book. I just want to know where I really am. Usually a message saying who redeemed what. That's what didn't show up. Oh, okay. It's a dangerous land full of demons. I keep accidentally skipping. I already read through this. I don't mean accidentally speedrun through it. Silly Nirvana, we're in the ice plane. It's a dangerous land full of demons far from Central Elysium. So you grew a couple centimeters in height and came all the way this way in your Halloween costume to find me? Saying it out loud actually makes it sound a lot more ridiculous. The boys and I split up. They're checking the other areas like the fire plane and skeleton country. The world we live in is bigger than historians ever let on. When the land is overrun by corruption beasts, it makes sense that only the strongest of adventurers are able to document and publish their findings in maps. It seemed like they came out of nowhere. Why are they barking? I hope you guys don't hear them. Plenty of people never make it back. Tell me where the hollow tree is. Wolfenborks. I don't want to scream at them. Because they're probably yelling at nothing. It's too far to see from here. But it can be seen... But it can be seen even from Zenokuni. Something so big wouldn't just up and vanish. Now, unless we were on another plane of existence or something. Let the doggos have their fun. I'll let them have their fun. Look, Altair, I just want you to tell it to me straight. You're lying to me. Oh, and the music stopped. What if I told you the reason we don't see the hollow tree anymore is because it doesn't seem to reach this place? What if I told you we were in a different world entirely? That the world we're in now is some kind of subworld anomaly. It's temporary and will likely only last for a season. He drops the yak. I can see it in his posture. He adjusted himself and tried to make himself seem more approachable while acting as the guild leader I know. His eyes weighed the decision, and his eyes pass over me a few times. Now I've moved, has my time zone changed much? I am behind 2 hours. So right now it is 5:43 p.m. It's hard to know what he's thinking. Declined. I think you've enough context to make an educated guess. Context how? Before anything else, I need something from you. Why should I trust you? Just how much of that book did you read? Altair's lookalike tests me. Not very much, honestly. I was mostly skimming the chapter titles. So you saw it then. Which part? Chapter 10, Return to the True Elysium. I saw that, yeah. The True Elysium was probably my home, isn't it? Where the real Altair is? Real? Crap, maybe I shouldn't have phrased it like that. I can't meet his eyes for some stretch of time. Seeming to let what I said pass, though, the stranger speaks once more. Dear Nirvana, allow me to make things very clear for you. This book holds secret that only you, as a resident of the other Elysium, can help come to fruition. Neither Elysium is any more or less real than the other. Despite knowing that, you'd like to see the Tempest members again, wouldn't you? So again, he takes my wrist and pulls me closer. Whoa! Not that close! Back up! His voice is low and he whispers into my ear, one syllable plucked evenly after the other. I need something from you. And in exchange, I will help you return to the true Elysium once you give it to me. While it is true that I am called the Demon King by rivaling lands, I can be quite benevolent should one know when to humble themselves and simply obey. Demon King Ragus. You're Demon King Ragus? Sublime. So you've heard of me through him. I knew there had to be a tear in our worlds by how much more often we'd seen each other in our sleep lately. Well, him and his nightmares. I'm never kind to him. The sadistic smile that spreads across his lips instills a fear in me like that of a cornered animal. But I digress. You will do as I say. You don't have a choice. You will give me what I want. So I ran away last time, chat. I think I should hit him to see what happens. It might beat his ass. It might turn out the same, but I'm gonna hit him. I don't accept orders from anyone undeserving of respect. Emblazoned by my anger, I throw the back of my hand to the side of his face. Damn, I slapped him with the back of my hand. I feel the impact and hear him grunt in pain. Pimp slapped. It's when he frees my wrist to catch where he's been struck that I know I'm able to make a run for it. Well, I run anyway. I don't even fight back. I roll on my heel and the sound of my footsteps bounce all the way to throne halls, the throne walls. Anywhere is safer than here. Behind me, I hear the Demon King laughing. His laughter cuts short abruptly when the door comes closer into view. True to his demon title, the king commands the attention of all his servants. Enough of this. Guards to the dungeon. I'm not sure what happened between then and now. It wasn't a cheap shot, it was a diversionary tactic. At the mercy of the Demon King's servants, I can only guess that I was knocked out and dragged to the dungeons. The dungeons is not a good place. Especially in the Ultimate game, the dungeon is a very bad place. You never want to go to a dungeon in an Ultimate game. It would make sense. The floor under me is wet, hard, and cold. I taste my own blood in my mouth. When I open my eyes, I see the Demon King through the bars watching me. He stares me down from a high place without compassion or care. The book from the library is in his hand. I think I catch a glimpse of a weapon on his hip. He gives a page in the book one last look over before throwing it away behind him. You're gonna throw the book away, then why the fuck did you grab it? I need the keys. The what? My voice croaks out, unrecognizable to my own ears. I try to pull myself up, but my body will hardly move at all. The guards must have really let me have it before. Book abuse is unforgivable. Yeah, don't crease the book. Damn. The Demon King's gaze falls to where I'm curled. The clicking of his footsteps draws closer to me. I don't crane up to look at him because my head is too heavy for my neck anymore, but I still feel him glaring through me. Ugh! The heel of the Demon King's boot comes down on the center of my palm, crunching it beneath his weight. Tears blur my vision while I try to free my hand from under him. He chuckles at me when I do. Without remorse, the Demon King twists his heel further into my palm. I knew it was gonna get this far. Are you crushing my hand? We'll have it your way, Nirvana. I'll play with you as long as you'd like. After the tendons in my hand give out from under him with a shatter and snap. Damn, he broke my hand? He's mad at getting slapped for real. The Demon King elegantly lifts his foot as if he'd done nothing out of the ordinary. Cruelty is as natural to him as breathing is. The barred iron door creaks from above me as I start to sob. The Demon King's figure casts a deep shadow over me when he lets himself into my dungeon cell. Don't come closer. Back away. Back away, demon. Taken from a... I never know how to say this. Candelabra? Just outside through the bars, he tips a burning candle over where I lay on the ground. Scalding hot candle wax splatters across the side of my face and neck. Dude, I'm not into this. I do not consent. I spasm on the floor and try curling into myself to protect myself. The Demon King is not amused with my reaction and drops the candlestick as indifferently as if it'd been lifted. The candle is snuffed out by his still bloody shoe heel. I'll say it again. I need the keys. Bro, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. The keys to what? He said it over and over, but I don't know what he means. What keys is he even referring to? Why does he think I have them? Bitch, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm not. My voice strains in a desperate way. You're quite stubborn. We're not finished here until you get the keys to me. I don't know what keys you're talking about, sir. My heart sinks into my stomach with a dread when I see him draw the weapon. Oh no. Bro, if I wasn't into the wax, I'm not into the stab, okay? His blade edge gleams blue and he brings it down over my face. What's up with YouTube? Are you okay, YouTube? YouTube seems to be having trouble. Oh wait, no, it's fine. Never mind. Blood erupts from the open wound as he pulls it. Where did he cut me?
Listen to me.
The keys. The Demon King stabs the back of my arm with his weapon. His expression relaxed. Don't act like you're not doing anything. As I roll to try and bat him off me, I see that some of my blood has splashed on his cheek. Oh my god. I was not expecting this to be this dark. Could at least given me a warning. Stop it. I need to get home. My head is spinning. Little more than a deposit on the floor. I muster all my strength to try and crawl away from him. At least I got a shot. Yeah, at least I slapped him beforehand. I need to get back to the guild. Dude, how many times are you planning on stabbing me? Tempest, pain. I'm losing the ability to understand what's happening. Is this torture? Am I dead yet? Dude, I think he got it. Look, I'm dead. I can't do much anymore. I don't got what you need, my guy. Hello. One key. Oh, there you are. What? What? I have acquired a key. I don't know what's happening. Do in the DDLC. Do I need to do all of them to grab all the keys to get a secret ending or something? Do I have the time to go through all 6 routes? Okay. We have all night. I'll do it. Next. Exiled Prince. Don't get cold feet on me now. I told you what you need to do, remember? We'll need to head into the Demon King's castle and try to take back the flame shard he's got locked away in the throne room. You say that like it's going to be easy. Isn't the castle highly protected? The guards aren't the part I need help with. I'm more than capable of handling his whole army by myself. Not to mention my elemental advantage. The exiled prince dismisses my concern with a flippant lift of his shoulders. I kinda like his jacket. It's pretty cool. I'm not a fan of like the spiked shoulder pads things, but I still dig it. Well, he's so cool, nothing weird will happen. I'm not sure about this one. I didn't get that far in this one. From what I went through, nothing bad has happened yet. But I don't know about the rest of it. After being attacked at a land called the Fire Plane by a horde of other devils, he'd eventually come to my rescue. It's been days now since I passed through that door in the abyss. I immediately noticed his striking visual similarity to Axel Sirius, the guild's gladiator, but when I asked him about it, he just laughed at me. With a heap of devil bodies lying unconscious at his feet, he'd offered to help me get home at the cost of a favor. The exiled prince is laid back, relaxed, and unsettlingly cunning. He's the type of person who seems open but actually keeps many secrets. But I still owe him my life. Besides, it's not like I have any other options. Right now, we're in the Ice Plane, a rival kingdom that's ruled by someone called the Demon King. Oh, the Demon King. Thank God we don't run into him this route. After what he did to me. After what he literally just did to me like 5 seconds ago. The Exile Prince told me he has a bone to pick with him. I got a bone to pick with him too. He literally stabbed me to death. Things are getting boring for all of us around here. His commentary snaps me from my thoughts. You mean for the people? I mean for everyone in every kingdom, even the people who live here in the ice plane. What's a little chaos? Everyone loves some excitement. If you ask me, even the Demon King would be happy for a challenge. It gives him an opportunity to bare his fangs and play. So what do you say? I hesitate to respond. It'll disband my life, but I still don't feel the best about being here. It's possible to feel comfortable getting caught up in some other world's conflicts without any context. The exiled prince recognizes it for what it is. It's the only way to get you back to the world you came from, Nirvana. I suppose you're good looking enough to keep around my castle, but weren't you worried about getting back to those Tempest people you mentioned? If you humor me, I'll handle the scary parts. All I really need from you is for you to take the flame shard from where the king has placed it. Okay, what does the shard look like? It's huge, bright red rock. Not too different from the kind you see in museums. It may be about the size of a human brain. It's a very specific comparison. You can hold it in your hands like this. The exiled prince makes a cradling gesture in his hands as if it'll still help me visualize. Dude, I'm so dumb. I had no idea you were alive. Ah! It's okay, Domo. Apparently, we're gonna play through this whole Otome game. I literally have all night, so... It's a little weird and he looks like he's holding an invisible baby or something. You literally missed... You literally missed one whole route. You didn't miss much, Domo. We're gonna get back to it because we have to later. The true ending's locked behind it, I think. If you're so strong, why do you need me to help you? Can't you just go in, take everyone out, and then take the shard back for yourself? More like 1 whole hour. It's okay.
Whatever.
How to put this? The truth is, the flame shard's been cursed by the Demon King. Cursed? So he wants me to curse myself then. No way. Hold on there. Before you say anything, you're wrong. The curse only has effect on residents of this world. And since you're not, can you really be sure? I doubt you have a way of knowing firsthand. If visitors from another world came in all the time, your kingdom would still be the strongest in the land, right? I'm only assuming from what he's told me so far. You're a good listener. It frustrates me that he doesn't seem even a little rattled by what I've said. But if you want the only answer I have for you, it's because everything that's happened is part of a prophecy. You being here was prophesied hundreds of years ago, when the Fire Plane was still the strongest kingdom in Elysium. The prophecy foretold that there'd be a time where the Ice Plane would overtake our land, in which the Flame Shard would be returned to us by a mysterious visitor not belonging to this world. It's a cool story, isn't it? Not to mention that the fate of my kingdom seems to revolve around you. If you ask me, you should be flattered. You're the answer to saving this land from the Ice Plane's corruption. Surely you must feel even a little important after hearing all that. Why do you need it? Does it do something special? It returns full power and life to the Fire Plane. You probably noticed that the devils who attacked you when you first got here were incapable of speech or understanding. I do remember that. The devils are humanoid but hadn't responded or listened to me. They've been intent on swarming and attacking. As long as the flame shard is missing... I think 100% down there's some voice lines here and there. Also, each route seems to have at least one key visual. And a secret ending visual. As long as the flame shard is missing from our kingdom, the devils are doomed to live like that. Without the incapable of understanding their surroundings. But you weren't affected. How am I not surprised that you're so skeptical? It doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect me because I'm a royal. The flame shard is an artifact of my bloodline. That makes sense. But definitely not as much sense as I'd like it to. So after you return power in life to the fire plane, you'll be able to return to me. I can't speak. You'll be able to return me to my homeworld? Right. Because then me and my devils will return to our usual magical potential. Devils tear through realms all the time. It's a piece of cake for us. Anyway, let's not beat around the bush. It seems more promising than roaming the world aimlessly and making an enemy out of the Fireplane's ruler. What other leads do I have? Reluctantly giving him a nod, I follow the exiled prince into the castle. So far, we're kind of liking the exiled prince, right? He seems nice. Doesn't seem like there's anything he's hiding from us. Not a secret sadistic side at all. At least I hope so. I don't want a Demon King all over again. Fearlessly and without care. He taking out one guard after another. In a devastating combination of fire magic and physical combat, he proved himself a force of nature. He really hadn't needed my help when it came to a fight. Why do I feel disappointed? Maybe deep down I wanted to help more. Or I wanted to swing my fists too.
Oh, nice.
Exciting, see? This way we're almost there. With the exiled prince wiping out the entire castle in the Demon King's absence, there's no one left to interfere. The flame shard is now in plain sight behind the throne, protected by the sigils that float around it. Is it true that only I can touch it and walk away unscathed? If so, I'm only moments away from securing my home. I turn and look at the exiled prince as he approaches behind me, smirking and wiping the blood from his knuckles.
Well now.
I expected a bit more fun than that. But I suppose it's always been the king himself who put up the most fight. My eyes are drawn back to the flame shard. Even without the prince egging me on, something inside me urges to take it from its place. It really had been fate for me to take it. It'll probably force me to take it. I can't gather the courage. I'm too afraid of what might happen to me if I touch it. Is a prophecy that it's a prophecy I've never heard of really enough for me to risk my own safety? They feel stupid. What are you waiting for? I can't. Still afraid? I can hold your hand while you do it. Of course I'm afraid. Oh please, we don't have all day. Nothing's going to happen. But I guess I could just go home if you want me to give up on... I guess I could just go home if you want to give up on going home. He treats my situation so lightly. Is this what it means to be a devil? I'm not giving up. Maybe it's truly had been favoring me to take it. Why don't you take it? You take it. Oh, I kind of like it when you're bossy. I'm serious. Did you already forget what I told you before? No one from this world besides the Demon King himself can reach through that seal without being cursed. You're the only one who can because your fate isn't connected to this world. Just relax. Okay. I'll do it. It takes me a moment to swallow my fear, but I trust my intuition. I anticipate the worst. I wouldn't anticipate that I'll be burned, but to my surprise, my fingers slipped through the sigils. I clasp the frame shard in my hands. Though I'm not looking at him, I can feel the exiled prince's excitement bubble up behind me. See now, that wasn't too bad. I draw the shard and pull it to my chest. In that very same moment, the icy castle begins to thaw all around us. It's melting? Oh, that's our cue. We should be getting back to the fire plane. What's happening? No time for that. Let's go. The floor begins to shake beneath our feet as I stumble. Right. Whatever's going on, it's dangerous. And a little exciting. What is this feeling? As the prince and I make our escape from the ice plane castle, I feel the warmth of the flame shard spread as if it's flushing through my veins. As if the ice plane's impending demise is... As if the... What the fuck? As if the skating of its very... As if the shaking of its very foundation is a little fun to see. Oh, yeah, it's totally beautiful that a massive ice castle is melting and breaking apart under us. Yeah, it's totally a beautiful scene. Yeah, actually. Okay, Nirvana. I don't understand why it thinks. I don't understand either, girl. I don't get you. We reach the fire plane and we make it out unscathed. Back in the safety of the prince's castle, time finally seems to catch up to us. After taking the flame shard back to its place hidden deep in the dungeons, the exiled prince returns to my side with a big smile on his face.
Oh, nice.
Home sweet home. And with that, everything's almost back in order. That kingdom is starting to crumble, is that right? I need to confirm. Something like that. More important than that, it's reverting to its original state. It was part of the fire plane before the Demon King took over. I touched the thermostat. I didn't mean to. He told me to. What was it like before? I can't help but be curious. I want to know more about why he's so set on getting back at the Demon King. It was a lot more fun compared to what it's like now. My old man was the last king of the fire plane. Oh. Well, I yawned. My old man was the last king of the fire plane before the Demon King offed him. Why am I sus? Did I accidentally cut off at a weird word? Sorry. His father was murdered. I can see why he'd hold a grudge. I'm really sorry to hear that. Oh, my in-game character. Oh, right. Humans think that sort of thing is sound. He raised you, didn't he? Nothing like that. To be honest, I was kind of happy when he died. How can you admit to something like that so openly? I feel myself frowning. What? It's the truth. More room for me to have fun that way. Don't act like it's such a bad thing. I don't know how to reply. So this is really how a devil prince thinks. My exhaustion is beginning to catch up with me. But I can't let him forget about our deal. Now that it's over, we should rest up for the night. Go ahead, make yourself comfortable. I stand my ground. I'm not staying any longer than I have to. Tomorrow we're going to use the flame shard and get me back to my world. Understood?
Sure. Okay.
No need to be so tense about it. I'm a man of my word. You should scurry off now. It's been a long night,
You know?
But I guess we can make it even longer if you're stubborn and want to. How do you feel about sharing with others? Are you trying to rizz me up because I am not feeling it? Your rizz tactics are not working on me. ... What? Sharing what with others? You? No, don't make it weird. I'm going to bed. I can't believe this. Suit yourself. Good night, Nirvana. Guy's trying. Well, he tried and failed. He threw the ball half court and he fucking missed. Homie's trying to get laid. And with that, I make a hasty exit. Okay, so Nirvana was excited about a whole castle crumbling around her in real time, but she wasn't excited about getting with a hot piece of ass. He's attractive, but he failed to rizz me up. I was not feeling it. After winding down and when I lay to bed, I keep thinking about the ice. Ice plane. What happens to it from here? Should I have helped? Whatever. Mischief is more enticing, I suppose. The wording killed me. How do you feel about sharing with others? Sharing what? Huh? I just need to get back to the guild.
Well now.
Ugh. And now that Nirvana is out of my hair, the flame shard is all mine. Alright. Here comes the 180. He's showing his true colors. Too easy. Time to take it all back. The characters are pretty quirky. Now, what's his name? Now, do be careful. The animatronics do get a little quirky at night. While Nirvana's twerking in the fucking security room. I'm up bright and early that morning. I searched the castle premises for the exiled prince, but I can't find him anywhere. My gut tells me maybe I should check on the flame shard. After descending... Oh my god. I'm in the dungeons again? Has past Nirvana not learned her lesson? After descending down to the dungeons where I remember he placed the shard. What? Where'd it go? Have I watched the FNAF movie? I have not. I can't say if they're selling it digitally, I can buy it and we can do like a movie night on Discord. Though, please be aware I might scream because I hate horror. It's gone. Was it stolen or did you take it somewhere else? Is it like super scary? If it's not that scary, I should be able to handle it. Maybe an enemy had infiltrated overnight and he left to chase them down. I need to find him. Definitely not R-rated. Okay. I might be able to handle it then. I can like rent it digitally somewhere. And we can watch it on stream. Wasting no time, I make my way out. Oh, look at how pretty that castle is. But he isn't here. What am I supposed to do? I leave the castle. The streets are littered with doubles invigorated by the return of the flame shard. Their nature is still volatile, but at least they're capable of understanding me now. What the exiled prince has told me seems to be right. Hopefully things are okay. With the flame shard stolen from the ice plane, just what kind of future remains for this world? I try not to worry too much about it. I also try not to feel responsible. After a full day of searching for him, I find the exiled prince emerging from an underground stairwell. Behind him, some music is leaking through the cracks of what seems like a club or bar door. There's a club in this world? Where were you? It doesn't even know that the shard is missing. The flame shard's missing. No, it isn't. Clip secure. What clip? What did you do? Okay. Thank you for clipping, Dobo. No, it isn't. It's missing from the dungeon. I checked it while I was looking all over for you. Did you forget what you promised? You're supposed to open the room to send me home today. Ah. That's all he had to say for himself? About that. I lied to you. Of course he did. My world goes still. He would? I don't want to believe him. Now's not the time to play around. No one here has that kind of power. Not even me. Actually, I'm pretty surprised. You went along with everything I said so easily. Because he helped me. Because I thought he'd take me home. And he seemed kinda nice. That's what I get for trusting nice guys, I guess. You think I'd really care about whether or not you got home? You should be more on your toes. This isn't my fault. I'm not stupid. It wasn't stupid for me to believe him. Devils like me take advantage of naivety. It's nothing personal. Just a part of our nature. It's personal. You owe me. You made a deal. Once he reaches me, I shove him back into a web fence that lines the street. He's so unbothered all the time. I just want to break his face. Okay, Nirvana, chill out. Calm down. It'd be fun to break his face. I raise hell and attack him. I even get a choice in this. Okay? I clobber him with my fist even when I hear him chuckle at me all the way. There's no way it doesn't hurt. If he's acting unfazed, I know my own strength. I want to hurt him. I want him to pay for deceiving me. What's the point of all this? He just wanted to use me? Well, he also wanted to fuck you, Nirvana, so I don't know what you're expecting. Take me back to Tempus. Take me back or give me the flame shard back. Whoa! As I throw my arm at him, he catches my wrist and pulls me into a... What? From beneath, I feel heat surging through my body. It's the same way I felt when I... No, don't... Is he hitting me with an aphrodisiac right now? The flame shard's right here, Nirvana. Right back where it belongs. He squeezes me gently. The warmth of the flame shard pulses with the rhythm of his heartbeat. So he has one? I don't know what it means. Why the fuck is he looking like... What the fuck is... Why the fuck are you sweating? About to be a good night for me? I don't want... I don't consent. His blue eyes rake over my expression and his head inclines. I've been drinking in the sight of... I'm uncomfortable. I am uncomfortable. And I think you're right where you belong too. I didn't force you to do anything. I saw it in your eyes. You're just like me now. I don't know what you mean. The prince wrung his tongue over his teeth carefully. It was exciting. You like seeing the ice plains start to crumble. It's okay to say it. We're the same now. You touched the flame shard. And now you're a devil just like us. What? My fingers curl against the fabric of his jacket. What's your name? You want to know that right now? It's serious? The name is familiar and foreign to me at the same time. I didn't think you'd tell me. I told you because you're a devil now. And more importantly, you're my new partner in crime. I don't consent. Ah, the sound of screams. How beautiful the other Elysium had been that evening. On his last evening standing. As Prince Sirius and I watched our world burn to a crisp, we reveled in the chaos together. At that moment, I knew. I found a new home for my... Okay. Nirvana, I don't know what the fuck you're on right now. He played you for a fucking fool. You fell in his trap, girl. Nirvana's tweaking. Ooh, I've acquired 2 keys. Which Nirvana's the real Nirvana? Next. I don't know what that Nirvana was going on. She got the Stockholm syndrome. God damn it. Even this guy, the huntsman that seems human and completely normal, I am so concerned of what's gonna happen here. The most normal could be the most sadistic. Anyway, next is a showman. You. You. Everything ready for tonight's set? It's ready. Great. You finally made yourself useful. We'll be on in about 15, so you better get backstage before then. Don't you have any other stagehands? We wouldn't be in this predicament if I did, now would we? But you claim to be the best showman in all of, this place? Elysium. Well, skeleton country on the east side of Elysium anyway. This isn't Elysium. Elysium is where the real Tempest Guild members are, and no place called Skeleton Country has ever existed. I know this for a fact, but it's not worth arguing about. Hello! We have a show to do. This guy came in calling you out off the bat. Sorry, I know. I just really thought you'd have other people helping. I mean, I used to, but none of them could keep up. This guy has a cool outfit. Yeah. What the fuck is this thigh gap here? Real, Mad Hatter Jester vibes. I like it. Keep up. See the skeletons littered around the room? Thigh window for the enjoyers. Just a little zesty. They've been the first thing I noticed. The showman notices I'm watching him. After making his way to one of the femurs on the ground, He gives it a hard sweep with the edge of his boot. The bone goes airborne in the same motion, clacking noisily against the dressing room wall upon impact. I feel a little gross watching him. Hard not to. Those are the guys that couldn't do their job, so you best not test me and wind up shit. Those are the guys that couldn't do their job, so you best not test me and wind up one of them. Sorry, I didn't mean to get in the way of your laugh, Mr. Showman. His laugh comes out so naturally at the suggestion of murder. As I watch his shoulders shake, I feel as though I'm suddenly watching our interaction from outside my own body. My gut had been right. The bones aren't props at all. They really used to belong to somebody. You said when we first met that all the people in this area are skeletons. Hence skeleton country. Nice to know your ears work. So skeletons can die? It doesn't make sense. Nothing here does. It shouldn't surprise me at this point. We're all just skeletons. You're a skeleton too. The statement is about as helpful as I anticipated from him. The showman waves his hand flippantly. It's clear to me that I'm absolutely dispensable in his eyes. I guess I'm just another sack of bones. My life is a joke to him. Don't make brain-deaded faces like that. People will know you don't know what you're doing. Hear me? We got a stage waiting for us. We'll be on in about 15, so you better get backstage before then. Can you tell me what I have to do for the show again? I see his expression flatten. Seems like he isn't too pleased that I asked. How many times have we gone over this? I think I overheard you going over it with someone else before, but this is the first time for me. Huh? You mean that wasn't you this morning? Does he not distinguish one person from another when he's talking to them? No, it was some person named Jimmy. Jimmy. He suddenly gets very still at the mention of the name. It's unsettling. Then again, hadn't the real Battelle had a situation with someone whose name started with a J before? I think I remember something happening back during his first mass show. Whatever is going now seems to be like something karmic at this point. Listen, your job is to go out there and in your fluffy little costume and two-step. Ooh. Ooh. Kill him. Kill him. Get those moves. It's simple enough choreography. Either it's simple or the showman makes it look so. Got that? You want me to do it again? Just smile, do that, and we're gold. I think I can handle it. Then hurry, get out on stage. It's about time for the show, whether I like it or not. I don't want to end up like those broken skeletons in the dressing room. After tugging on the ends of the costume gloves I've been forced to wear, I reluctantly follow the showman to the stage. Huh. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. It's me! But he already started. I'm not even on stage yet. I frantically hurry to the wings. I try joining Battelle's doppelganger on the stage and find that there's nobody in the audience. No one's even here. The showman has his arms splayed out wide and his head is lifted high, but there's not a single person here. Nobody has come to see his performance. I see some panic flash in his eyes before he cuts the painful silence short. This guy kicked the cycle up a notch. Yeah. Especially with... Crap, why? His voice cracks with frustration as he stomps his heel once like a child throwing a tantrum. His fingers clutched the ridges of his top hat. Wow, so I learned those dance moves for nothing. How about... I'm sorry. I'm sorry nobody showed up for your show, Mr. Mad Hatter man. This is awful, I'm sorry. I come out to my spot to join him properly. I'm sorry doesn't fix the problem. I feel him looking me over for a moment like he's trying to decide how he feels. I've heard a lot of I'm sorries, but yours is the best one so far. Thanks, you. Is that supposed to be a compliment? Be grateful I haven't gotten rid of you yet. And don't let it distract you from the fact that we're still without an audience! He rolls his eyes and moves his weight from one leg to another. Ugh. I thought for sure that there'd at least be 3 other skeletons still around to come. Like you guys. You guys are my 3 skeletons. my 3 skeletons. Clump, Clay, Domo. My 4th one will be Sabujo. And other skeletons. 3's not a big number. But that's all that's left. Is there a skeleton birth rate problem or something? I'm still here, so it's not like I'd know. It's not a birth rate problem. There were plenty of skeletons living here before. But now there aren't any. Take it from me. The ones that aren't here anymore weren't even worth having around anyway. I don't think that's something you can just decide. Look, they had their chance and blew it. Just believe me. The dwindling skeleton population. Is it this guy's fault? About what you said before, didn't you say that we're all skeletons? But you're not a skeleton. You're the only one here with skin, hair, and muscles besides me, that is. Having those things doesn't make me not a skeleton. I'm only this way because... Actually, you know what? It's none of your business. I've got a show to do. We don't have an audience. You don't get it. There will be a show. There has to be a show because I have to do a show. He likes them a skeleton. A skeleton. Demanding it as such, he's raised his voice loud enough for it to reverberate against the empty seats. His eyes jerk about the stage in an erratic way. He doesn't really understand I don't really understand where he's coming from, but some part of him seems afraid. Why would he be so stubborn about performing if no one's come out to see? Get in the front row. What? Whoa! Jesus Christ! Bro, back up. Just get in the front row. Okay. Goddamn. Maybe this is a life I'm doomed to lead now. One where I just submissively do whatever this crazy guy tells me to do. Now that I look at his eyes, it's kind of pretty. I take a seat in the front row. I can't help but be reminded of Patel's rehearsals back in the Tempest Guild Hall. Those times had been much more of a two-way street than this. Patel had always understood the importance of keeping his audience happy. Even though the showman guys looks just like him, their motives for being on stage couldn't be any more different. Wow, a crowd of 1 today. You really came out all this way to see me? Oh, God. I'm snapped from my thoughts by a blinding spotlight that finds its way to me. Squinting through it, I still can't see anything. Only those rainbow swirls you sometimes see when you shut your eyelids while dizzy. Yeah, sure did. Oh, yeah? And what's your name, traveler? Well, I realized he never asked until now. It's Nirvana. Crazy stuff, Nirvana. Where'd you come from? My eyes are still adjusting to the light. I don't have to squint much. The real Elysium. I'm a member of the Guild Tempest. Even from down in the audience, I search the showman for any semblance of recognition. Like maybe some Batel is trapped in there somewhere. I'm not met with any success though. He laughs my answer out. I think he's hardly heard it at all. Hear that? Nirvana says there's a guild called Tempest in Elysium. Where'd that laugh track come from? I turned in my chair to check, but the hall still as empty as it was. Anyway, how about I do a little dance? Pink smoke bursts from the ground and the showman suddenly is wearing tap shoes. He begins to shuffle. He builds a quick rhythm, feet scuffing against the stage with the finesse of someone who's taken lessons their entire life. I have to admit, it's not that bad. I don't think the real Gabas Patel can tap dance. I mean, he's busting a move. I would cheer for him. Woo! I'm not about to be a bad sport about this. This guy's talented. The showman seems delighted by my response. He does a twirl. Ooh. Kill him, showman. No. There's a right choice here. I got you. I'm gonna boo. An impulsive and sadistic urge to boo him rises from me. Maybe from out of my baser instincts. It's too bad my tomatoes aren't here with me. Boo! 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 I give him an aggressive thumbs down and I see his smile crack beneath the pressure. Even more motivated to impress me, he doesn't give up. Am I just a bad audience member and I do nothing? As I study, I realize that something's missing from the performance. I can't do anything. I just stare. The sound of his tap shoes gets faster and faster. Boo, tomatoes, tomatoes. He's doing all sorts of stunts, handstands and flips, but I just don't care. This performance doesn't make me feel anything. Enough of that, yeah. There it is. That scared sound of... Again, is he okay? In a blink of an eye, his tap shoes disappear in another smoke until he's back in his regular shoes. Knock, knock. I remember that I'm the only person in the audience. Who's there? I'm Justin. You're Justin who? I'm just in your bathtub naked, so don't call the cops. Corn. Grabbed a stick that was corny. Boo. Boo. I don't laugh because it's not funny. The showman watches me stretching the beat and waiting for me to digest his punchline, but I never do. I'm tired and I want to go home. It's not funny. That one wasn't funny, huh? Yeah, I didn't think so either. He laughs to fill the space. I don't budge. Can't win them all. You'll like this next one, I swear. Watch me swallow this whole walking cane. He pulls out a wooden cane from thin air, unhinges his jaw, and inches it forward little by little. Bro, don't swallow a walking cane. It's uncomfortable for me to watch because it looks so painful. Oh. The showman gives me a thumbs up before he begins to hack and cough. Patooey. He spits the entire cane out, the prop flying out like a projectile across the audience. I dodge it when it whirs to my head. You're taking this way too far. Aha, but it entertained you, didn't it? Are you back to the dance? I go all the way. Just in your bathtub. Boo.
How about this?
I'll just not react to the cane, I guess. I watch him swallow the entire cane. My costume's getting kind of itchy, so I scratch myself. Damn, she really unimpressed. At that, I see him start to panic. He hasn't admitted it, but it seems my reaction to his performance is more important to him than I thought. Nirvana. Hearing my name from him remembered for this long makes me a little nervous. I might be the only person whose name he's ever remembered. What is it? Aren't you even a little entertained? Why is he so weird? I don't know. Sure. Phew, you had me scared. Scared of what? I have to be unimpressed the whole time? That's so mean. He's trying his best. Oh, poor showman. Aren't you even a little entertained? No. I'm sorry. The game's forcing me. Oh, the music stopped. That's not good. Everything becomes still. The showman watches me for a long time. No. Oh, God. What is this music? Sorry, no. No. He begins tromping the wait, he's scaring me. He's starting to scare me. He begins tromping down the stage and towards me. Oh, Jesus Christ! You can't not be entertained. You don't know what that means. The showman grabs my face and shakes me around like a baby rattle. It doesn't mean anything if you strong arm it out of people. Are you stupid? It does! His voice is strained. I hear something dark beginning to stir, like the Romans beginning to split. And just as I notice it, the showman does too. He pulls my head against his chest and begins to sob. His arms are trembling around me. He's clutching for dear life. My gut drops and I know we've reached the point of no return. Ah! Why that scare me? It was the build-up. The build-up got me. I'm sorry. Hurry up, damn it. Be entertained. You're not listening. You better be entertained or else. His fingers claw through my hair and he pulls on my ears. I push him off with a grunt. As I open my eyes, I understand what he's afraid of. Ghastly skeletons from the shadows rake and tear at everything they can. The showman's eyes are terrified. Screams echo louder The showman's eyes terrified screams echo louder than any applause that might have ever filled this venue. His cheeks are wet with tears. The skeleton hands pull him back towards whatever black abyss they dwell in. You idiot! This is all your fault! Any pride those showmen had has been completely thrown away. Desperate to live, the showman throws a hand out for me, still trying to grab at whatever he can. I gave you a purpose, a place to be, and this is how you return the favor. How dare you! I think of how terrible he'd been to me and all the others around him. How many of us has he made so miserable? This is his punishment, but I still can't decide how I feel. Before I can react properly, the showman's throat gives one last wet scream. He's enveloped by the skeletons. They sunk him back into the dark, and I'm left there alone in the audience, surrounded by no one, with no one on the stage. I belatedly realize what's happened. The showman is dead. No, this is entertainment. This is entertainment. I am entertained. Nirvana, you good? Oh, 3 keys. Just like that. I hope it's been... yeah, it's been saving all my keys, but... Even if I don't save, it's still saving all my keys. All roads lead to death. This one, we didn't die. On the Exiled Prince. I am a villainess. Was it my next life as a villainess? All routes lead to doom. But I'm the doom. We died here. We died here. We didn't die here. We kind of got Stockholm syndrome here. We're gonna... We have a 50-50 chance of dying here. Oh, hopping right into it, I see. Took you long enough to return, human. It's been nearly the entire day. And for a moment there, I suspected you'd attempted escaping your service to me. The offerings you brought back from this place are called supermarkets. Better be the finest from the land. There wasn't a supermarket. There wasn't a supermarket available, unfortunately. Now, far out we seem to be from the countryside, there weren't really many options. There's a farmer's market a while away, though. Took me forever to hike back up the mountain. I like his wings. Well, let's look at his design for a sec. I like his wings. He has a... Okay. He has a hip window and an open stomach. That's why I'm so late. Oh, excuses. The wings are very floofy. They do look soft. But I suppose I'm merciful enough to put it behind us since you are well-intentioned. He speaks down to me. For what I've seen so far, it must just be a part of how he communicates with the mortal realm. He isn't human after all. He's a demon. A crow one at that. Locally referred to as a karasu. What I see before you now is a karasu demon that I had accidentally summoned when I landed into a parallel... How did you accidentally summon a demon? Nirvana, are you okay? How it happened is a little embarrassing. But essentially I wound up bleeding on a statue in another Zenokuni-like place. And had met a Banzoi and Haka lookalike there. The demon in front of me doesn't know who Haka is. He's never heard of him. It's a common mistake, really. Yeah, I hear a lot of people accidentally summon demons when they're drawing with chalk on their driveway, or even reading a random book that they found in a library, or they have a book passed down from their grandparents or their dad that secretly knew magic, and we accidentally I'll stop. Even after I tried explaining to HoloTempus and Haka's role as an exorcist, I'd been dismissed. It's always like that with this Karasu demon. What's worse is that maybe I'm getting used to it. Well, other than me, the Karasu demon's more interested in the groceries hanging from my elbow. Plastic rustles. There's plastic in this world? God damn. Even in parallel worlds, I can't escape from plastic. Plastic rustles when I set the bags down on the living room table. I got an assortment of fruits, vegetables, meat, fish, and dairy products. What had been weird about the farmers market is that they'd accepted the same currency as back in my home world. Convenient. What do you think? He leans forward to peek into the bag, but his expressions doesn't change. Prepare them for me. Huh? Aren't they fine how they are? The fruit and vegetables should be fresh. How many raw foods offerings from my worshippers do you think I've tried in my years of existence? These as they are, bring little value. There's no flavor I haven't tried, and there's not even any crab here? You want crab? Bitch, that's expensive. Sorry, there wasn't any crab for sale. You could have checked the water. He's so unhappy about it. Had he really wanted crab that badly? Crab is my favorite food by far. But it's been some time since I've had any. Humans are so uncreative. Crab is not a usual offering food, you know. Where have you ever heard that people give crab dishes to demons as offerings? And by that I mean I will die if I eat another apple. Do not feed me an apple. Do you understand? Got it. Hey, why am I playing along? There's something more important I should tell him. You asked me to prepare some food, but what? I feel you should know I'm not a very good cook. Weirdly enough, maybe Haka, the one this even looks like, had enjoyed cooking the most. Then you best learn. In one sitting? Your pathetic mortal struggles do not interest me. I just want to feast, human. It's been years since I've been summoned and my physical manifestation is hungry. Okay, as long as you're not going to be too hard on me for anything. Fearful of your incompetence. Fine. If I find myself fond of the taste, then I will not complain. There's a kitchen attached to this living room. I've used my magic so that the stove there should work. That is all. You may go. Don't fucking talk to me like I'm a goddamn maid, bitch. Looks like I'm being sent away. Wait, if I'm the one that summoned him, shouldn't he be doing what I say? Is that not how that works here? I take the ingredients back with me and hope that I can remember how to make food. Oh my god, this is a disgusting kitchen. The kitchen is dark and signs of neglect show on the surface of its supplies all around. Dust, cobwebs everywhere. Cracked glass, rusted dishes. Cracked walls, broken tiles. Exposed bricks. Is this space really okay for preparing anything? I checked the stove and surely enough the gas sparks and ignites a fire. Looks like the Corrosive Demon had meant what he said. Before cooking anything, it takes time. It takes some cleaning and washing before things can be safe to use. Eventually, once it's all acceptable and sanitary. When I return to the kitchen, I think of what to make for the Corrosive Demon. Make a Salisbury steak. Make a strawberry cake. Make a grilled cheese sandwich. What would he like the most? He likes crab, so I'm guessing the closest thing would be a Salisbury steak. I'll make him a grilled cheese. I'll be a basic bitch. Grilled cheese is delicious. After all, it's hard to screw up a grilled cheese sandwich. It won't take me long to get it to him either. I set aside the ingredients needed and start up the stove. In little time and all the sandwiches are ready. I use a little too much butter on the bread, so his hands will get oily. But then again, when is there ever too much butter? They're messy, but isn't that the point? Actually, you know what? I'll eat these ones to make some another set.
Do tell me.
Did you eat my food? How did that immediately caught the moment I come out to the room? You're a slave to your appetite and you disgust me. Anyway, let me have it. Put the plate down. Obediently, I lower the plate in front of the Corrosive Demon. He leans forward to look it over, sniffing the bread. I stay quiet all the while, holding my breath. What will happen to me if he doesn't like it? Cut it yourself, bitch! You have hands! Cut this offering in 2 pieces. It's too messy, I don't want it under my talons. Wow, what a diva. I slide the plate closer to myself and cut the sandwiches into bite-sized... Who the fuck eats cubed... Either she's cutting up into cubes, or... Like, she's only cutting up into cubes. You can't do it diagonal. You can't cut up... Well, you can, but that's only 4 pieces. It's the same... It's the same either way. He watches me suspiciously as he thinks I may steal his food. That's weirdo. I kind of already did. Once the sandwich has been cut, he straightens in his seat and samples the sandwich with a...
What's this?
You eating a fucking sandwich with a fork? This is what you stole from me? It's a popular snack food. You really don't like it? It's befitting for someone as slovenly as yourself. But to my exquisite palate, it's simply not enough. This shouldn't qualify as a meal. Why does he hate it so much? It's not even bad, he's just a weird grilled cheese sandwich hater. Take it. I'll eat in front of him then. Nom nom. I don't care what some snooty demon thinks about grilled cheese sandwiches. Good food is good food. How can you say no to a grilled cheese sandwich? Alright, bitch. I'll make you something fancy. Salisbury steak. Take me out to figure out where to start. Reverse engineering the recipe. I need to make some patties, gravy, mashed potatoes. I'll be okay. Sometime later, I pull together and attempt that Salisbury steak. The patties are overcooked and probably dry, but it's fine. That's what gravy's for. At least I'm not undercooking me, giving people salmonella like the Guild Gladiator, right? After trying to convince myself that I did an acceptable job, I bring the meal out to a table in the living room. Slow as always, I see, human. Rob responding. I place the Salisbury steak in front of him on the table. But he looks unimpressed. Majorly so. I worked hard on these. At least you pretend to be a little grateful or appreciative. This is my favorite meal, I tell him in an attempt to defend my decision. With a sigh, he prods at one of the patties with the prongs of the fork I brought him. The patties betray me in an instant. I guess I hadn't used enough breadcrumbs or egg or something because they crumble into little crusty meat bits under pressure. You can't dismiss it so easily. It might taste good. Hearing me out for a change, the cross demon takes a couple bites, smearing the broken patties in gravy. What the fuck was that?
What's this?
It's terrible. I can't taste anything. Did you even attempt to season? Oh no. Is Nirvana a white ass bitch that doesn't season her meat? Gravy's not enough to keep the flavor in Nirvana. You gotta season it. At least salt and pepper. How did you forget to season? That's the first thing you do when preparing the meat. The first thing you do when you prepare the meat is you fucking season it. At least salt and pepper. You can add more seasonings if that you want, but you at least gotta put salt and pepper on it. How did you forget the first step to preparing meat? No, I am asking you how, Nirvana. How the fuck did you forget the season? Overcooked and unseasoned. Nirvana's a terrible chef. You can't mess up on cake. I swear to God. If Nirvana somehow messes up on this cake, how can I like strawberries? I have some here in my stash of ingredients. There are plenty of members of the guild with a fondness for sweets. So it's not unlikely that even across the might have a soft spot for desserts. How about making up some strawberry cake? Even if it sucks, it'll at least be cute enough to hopefully invoke a sense of pity. Strawberry cake it is. I prepare it one bit at a time. Just like that, I manage. It looks really... I don't trust your sense of judgment at this point, Nirvana. If you're saying the cake looks good, it's probably fucking terrible. I might have discovered baking as a hidden talent. I don't trust you, Nirvana. This cake might somehow be fucking overcooked or undercooked. Or fucking burned for all I know. It's a bit sad that I have no way of photographing this cake before he eats it. But at least I'm confident to know that there's no way he'll hate it. It's a perfect specimen of a cake. I carefully collect the cake and bring it out to the living room. Straight up raw batter corn. This cake better not be fucking burnt, Nirvana, I swear to God. If you can't make a cake, I'm disappointed in you. Cake is literally the first thing you would fucking learn to make as a child. You remember when you're with your parents or your guardian as a kid, you watch them bake a cake, you help them. They even let you maybe even eat some of the mix off the spoon or something. That's like literally the first thing you learn in baking. How to make a fucking cake. It looks the way it should. Demon carefully angles his head as he observes the cake. Whatever try as he might, he'll never find a flaw. I honestly don't trust your judgment at all, Nirvana. Nirvana, the fact that you're hyping yourself up like this, it's making me worried. I deserve a trophy or blue ribbon or something for making him such a beautiful strawberry cake. We'll see. Is he determined to not like it? I don't know. I see him wield his fork and turn it to the side so the edge can slice off a bite-sized piece. He places a bite of the cake in his mouth and then swallows. Did you like it? He takes another bite, as if the first one hadn't been enough to decide. Still no answer. Oh my god, it's actually good? I'm sorry for doubting you, Nirvana. Okay. I think it's safe to say he likes my offering. Before long, he's eating the entire cake by himself. Not even expending an invitation. How big of a cake did you make? How many layers, Nirvana? At the most, it would have been a 2-layer cake. And where the fuck did you get the icing? He drops his fork on his empty plate. It wasn't terrible. Congratulations. A very small victory for you, Nirvana. But I'm still hungry. Still hungry after eating an entire cake by himself? And why is he in such a hurry to make sure I don't stay happy? There aren't enough ingredients left for me to make another whole cake. Then make something else. I'm still hungry, I said. Yeesh.
Do tell me.
What else? What else do you want? There's nothing left, is there? There's still some supplies left. You disappointed me. What? How? Had he or had he not devoured my entire cake by himself? Wait, go back. Had he or had he not devoured my entire cake by himself? That can be taken so wrong in so many ways, Nirvana. Your offerings are not good enough for me. And yet you dared summon me. You oh my god. I should make you pay for it. Nirvana offered up the cake. Oh, Jesus Christ. You ate my cake! You ate my cake! How can you say that I disappoint Nirvana? This wording is absolutely terrible. You ate my cake. How can you say I disappointed you? You offended me when you brought the other two out. Did I not tell you I was still hungry and that I had already had every intention on feasting? Since when did this situation come about appeasing you? Damn, what a laugh. You can't be serious. I am serious. Do you think you can boss me around like a servant or something? Because you're a lower being, human. It's a natural order of things for you to worship me. I have been patient enough towards your insolence. Okay, chat. Get ready to die again. The demon rises from his chair and his wings beat down on what's around him. The guts of air sends the remaining dishes flying from the table. Then he does it again. The second gust is much more powerful and it sends me flying back until I hit the wall behind me. I slide down the wall until I'm down in the Tatamari. Oh, that is Tatamari maps. Casual slave abuse. Haku's doppelganger comes closer to me.
Do tell me.
Did you ever think to know your place? Of course, appeasing me should be your utmost priority. Because you summoned me here. He sweeps a leg up and kicks me in... Bro? He fucking kicked me? Bitch, I hope you get food poisoning from those last dishes. I see the stars when it makes contact and... What? I see the stars when it makes contact and stays there.
Do tell me.
Do you understand now? What I'm saying might very well land me in further trouble with him. But I can't allow him to keep looking down on humans. It doesn't matter because I deserve respect just as much as you do. The Cross of Demon digs his shoe deeper into the side of my face. Okay. Just get your fucking foot off me, bitch. He leers out at me before he kicks at it again to shove himself away. There's a scowl stuck on his face. No setting myself up for disaster, but I can't back down now. Not like this. Very well then. In that case, allow me to show your place in this world. The Cross of Demon reaches for my hair and sinks his claws into my scalp when he lifts my head. Bro, not my scalp. That's sensitive. I squeak in pain as they break skin and blood drips down the side of my face. I squirm under his grasp before he throws me back on the ground with another sadistic laugh. Why are all the characters in here so insane? Human, beg me for forgiveness and I'll reconsider your punishment. I'm too disoriented to respond. I sit up from where I've been flung aside and slowly try to recollect myself. Did something happen? Everything abruptly goes still. I look up and see that the Cross of Demon is licking the blood from his nails. He's doing that and then... Delicious. What? I found it. I finally found it! You were useful to me after all. Oh. Whoa! Is that my... Is that my spine? You're so delicious. I can't believe I didn't think of this before. As he claws past my skin and chews on whatever he can rake from under it, I don't feel any pain. Why? It's just too painful that I don't feel anything anymore. My body is a strange thing. I watch as the Cross of Demon helps himself to my innards, pulling my organs out from beneath my ribs like I'm a piñata full of candy. My blood stains his teeth. He gets little stringy pieces of meat caught in them every now and then. How am I still quote-unquote alive to see him literally eating me out? I close my eyes when I see him start slurping down another piece of me. Maybe that's my liver? A kidney or something? I don't know. I just... Looks like he did end up with eating both cakes. Okay. My new favorite food. I'm going to eat an entire village. I'm going to feast. Please stop. What have I summoned onto this world? Is this the most vicious stuff? Yeah. Seems like it. Oh, a key! 2 more! The deaths were worth it. Okay, low-key, kind of terrified of this guy. Not because of anything in particular, but because he's human. All these other ones, this guy was a demon king. He was a demon. He was like a skeleton, necromancer guy or whatever. He's a demon. It's the fact that he's a human that's terrifying me. I'm... Hey, Mr. Huntsman. Hold on. Damn, look at his drip. The hat's kind of cool. And the cape with the fur? Okay. So what do you think? That's just about all I have for the seasoning, but I find just a little salt and pepper goes a long way. Best to enjoy it fresh. The mysterious huntsman who found me lost in the forest has gone as far as to spend his day fishing for a meal. He'd been so informative and helpful to me up until now. He let me know that there's no guild called Tempest in this land. He even believed me when I said I'm probably from a parallel world. And now I learn about salt and pepper. Yeah, finally Nirvana learned how to fucking season her food. For sharing what he caught now under a blanket of twinkling stars. I am terrified at how calm and peaceful this is. I feel it's going to take like a massive right turn at some point. It's funny how calm I feel even when lost in an unknown place. After taking a bite into the side of a fish he prepared, I revel in its taste. Perfectly crispy and evenly roasted over the campfire. Is he gonna end up hunting me? I'd let him. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I wouldn't let him hunt me. Not without consent, at least. It's delicious. I can't get enough of it. Great to hear. Just make sure you chew it carefully. The bones on that type of fish can catch you off guard. I had no idea. I navigate the fish carefully with my teeth and try not to eat so fast. Surely there are some harder pieces here and there, but the flavor of the fish is by far worth the effort. I finished the fish soon from the skewer with a smile on my face. I have some carrots from town in my saddlebag too. Oh shit, I'm not even paying attention to who's talking. I usually share them with my horse, but you're welcome to have some for yourself. You have a horse? Saddlebag? Over there. Make yourself comfortable. The huntsman gestures to his steed. By a naughty old tree, a large, dark horse with a mane and tail of smoke watches me from the side. Well, it watched me somehow. Though it has no eyeballs and only empty sockets, it's still acutely aware of its surroundings. A horse with no eyes? I'd be terrified of the horse the first time I'd seen the husband galloping on it. Still, I don't know what to make of it, if I'm honest. You don't think I was scared if I approach it suddenly? As long as you don't throw your arms up high or something, he's fine. Why don't you try petting its shoulder? Here goes. Can't say I've ever pet a demonic-looking horse without eyes before. I make my way over and touch the side of its shoulder. Its coat twitches under my touch, but the horse otherwise doesn't leave its spot. Snort. He said, "Hi, see?" Really? Maybe. Maybe. I echo the huntsman before I shift through the saddlebag hanging off the side of the horse. Surely enough, the carrots he'd mentioned before are wrapped in plastic. The horse's attention is drawn to the new stack. Don't worry. You can ignore him if you want to. He's spoiled and eats plenty. Snort. The huntsman's mouth seems to be denying the claim and nudges his nose towards the carrots. Although I see the huntsman shaking his head, I'm weak and unable to resist sharing. After finishing one of the snacks from the bag, I plant my palm and offer it to the horse to eat. Crunch, crunch. And spoiled yet again. He's kind of cute. Just don't let him get to you. Anyway, shall we roast the rest of those carrots? Good idea. I don't like how nice this is. With all the other paths, I don't like it. After letting the huntsman horse finish, I bring the remaining carrots to his side by the fire. Say, what should I call you anyway? Me? I don't think you gave me your name, right? The huntsman is quiet. I carefully roast the carrots over the fire. It's best you don't know my name, given the circumstances. Let's just say I'm not so popular with the royals. So you're an outlaw or something? These lands are corrupt. I just try to set things straight. He's more like a vigilante. Vigilante? It's okay. I'll just keep calling you Huntsman then. Works for me. Sorry not to share many details. It's alright. You can call me Nirvana. Did I say something wrong? No, I just found it a little ironic. An acquaintance I may run into someone named Nirvana the other night. Who? What acquaintance? Small world, isn't it? What's their name? You don't know his name? But that may be my fault since I didn't go sharing mine either. He may be willing to share, but I never thought to ask him. You can always try making up a nickname or something. That might be awkward for the both of us. It's not a bad idea. Maybe we could figure out some code names. Carrots are finished. I sprinkle some salt across them. All done. You want some? No, it's alright. You take them. Tomorrow will be a long day for you. You should rest up. You don't have to help me get home, you know. I feel bad making you go out of your way. I found him from around the carrot I'm eating. And leave you on your own? I can't do that. The fire plane's not far from here, and that land's been chaos ever since. To put simply, the nearest kingdom is too dangerous for a stranger on their own. It's no trouble at all for me to help you return to your own world, so don't worry about it. We'll figure it out together, I promise. His smile puts me at ease. It'll be rude to refuse his help at this point, right? Not bad. Okay, you said that about the exiled prince. I am incredibly suspicious of this man. After exploring this world a little on my own, he'd been the only person to hear me out, let alone be kind to me. The last person that was kind to us turned us into a demon that was very forward. After taking turns to bathe in the river. Oh, I guess he didn't see. Okay. We wrap up the night fairly early. I'm more exhausted than I thought. It doesn't take me long before I drift off to sleep. Or at least I think I'm asleep when I hear the huntsman talking to himself. Okay, that was fast. Hey, are you there? So you hear me too. Nobody's there, right? I don't hear another voice responding to him. Nirvana arrived on my side. Me? I'm losing you. Say that again. He's trying to listen harder, but there's still no other voice present. Dustman talking to himself outside my tent, as if someone is there with him. Wonder if I should worry. How are you not worried? I'm not sure. I know. Don't worry. I'll keep Nirvana safe. I'll try to keep you posted around this time again. The conversation with himself ends. Everything goes quiet, and I hear the huntsman shuffling over to his own tent. Too sleepy to keep pondering, how are you not... Girl, do you have no self-defense? I sleep well. Sleep well? Husband greets me when I see him the next morning. I remember how settling it had been to hear him carry on a conversation with himself last night. I'm lacking context, and I prefer that he'd bring up with me of his own accord. If he feels comfortable enough to explain, I should trust him that he will. I have no reason to think so, right? Yeah. He's taken such good care of me so far. I slept fine. I didn't wake you, did I? I thought I heard you stirring around there for a while. No, not at all. I hear my own nervousness servicing in my voice. The huntsman reads past and I can tell he knows I'm actually flustered. I avert my gaze elsewhere, but he addresses what I wondered last night exactly. I contacted my acquaintance last night. The one who made me think I might find you here in the forest. I ain't heard his acquaintance respond though. The husband's being open with me, showing me all his cards, and yet it doesn't add up. I see. What did he say? If you don't like me asking. He said that he hopes you find your way home soon. Why is there such sadness in his eyes when he smiles at me? Huntsman? Yes? You should know that I'm thankful for your help. I am so very suspicious. Just hit me with it. Just do a full 180. I won't forget this. I'll tell everyone how you helped me and how kind of a person you are. You don't need to do that. Maybe not, but I want to. If that's what you want, I won't stop you. Besides, stuck on this side, it's not like I even had a choice. You shouldn't say it like that. Who knows, maybe we should find a way to let you over for visits. Oh, he wants me to come visit? That's sweet. He's still smiling, but it doesn't reach his eyes. We'll see. Husband gazes across the forest. We should have breakfast soon, Nirvana.
It'll be okay.
Let's head to town and see what we can find there, alright? Alright. For a moment, he pats my shoulder. He's so mysterious and kind. I just wish I could help him more. I wonder if I'll ever know what's passing through his mind. I will never forget the night I found you crying by yourself in the forest, Nirvana. You called me Shinri. Yosuiji Shinri. I understood my role as your protector. Because I'd known who you meant. Because prior to your arrival, Shinri's voice, as well as his memories from you on the other side, had reached me. Stronger and stronger. Realms apart. It didn't matter. Shinri and your guild companions were searching for you. They are? And so from this side, we searched the lands together. Together on horseback, Nirvana. Day by day, we traveled just about all of this Elysium in hopes of finding you a way home. But we failed. We spoke to mercenaries, to peasants, to nobility. But none of them had ever heard of another Elysium. Maybe they hadn't, but I had. Because for reasons I hadn't told you, I've been wanted by many kingdoms for a long time. I wonder... Have you ever heard of something called Doppelgänger? I'm too afraid to ask you. Because if I do, the text I'd stolen from a certain king turned out to be true. It means that in order to lead this place, you have to... Have to what? Thank you for today. Huntsman, you're scaring me. You searched about everywhere together, didn't we? Now you said that you want to help, but I don't blame you for stopping at this point. You're still feeling bad about it, I see. You worry too much about me. But for someone like me, it's fine not to, Nirvana. Then again, that must be something you learned from your world. From the other me and your guild mates.
Don't worry.
No need for that.
Okay.
I promised I'd help you find your way back, and I'm a man of my word. My words put you at ease. I watched you as you huddled closer to our campfire and adjusted a blanket over your shoulders. The two of us seem to have developed a routine by now. Just you and me here, with no one other than ourselves. Some people go their whole lives without knowing this kind of simple happiness. I thought I would be one. How long has it been since you arrived? Because I'd come to enjoy your presence so much, I lost track of time and stopped counting. Maybe it's because it's been a couple weeks now. Or had it been longer? Do you remember how long it's been since we started looking? No, I forgot. So you feel the same. I guess I stopped paying attention. I'll get back eventually. And this isn't terrible. You've been a good friend to me. I realize now that no one said that to me before. I can't recall a time anyone has ever referred to me as their friend. I pull on the brim of my hat. I forgot to keep count too. I suppose it can't be helped. Right? Anyway, take your turn bathing first tonight. Or bathing first. I need to make some preparations for tomorrow. Tomorrow? A few days ago when I asked you about your birthday, you couldn't tell me. That. How can I explain that my memory doesn't go that far back? It's like this world is... I thought that was really sad, Huntsman. Did you? Of course you would. So we're celebrating your birthday tomorrow. Your birthday going for it will be 11/18. Don't forget, okay? If you say so. I tell you that I don't need it, but you're too excited for me to try to stop you. Why is this so sweet? I don't like how sweet this is. I'll take a bath now. Good, take your time. The moonlight makes the river shine silver. I take my time in the water. My hair sticks to the nape of my neck when I wash it. And I think about how you called me your friend. You gone as far as to make up a birthday for me too. What if we were happy like this, Nirvana? If you didn't want to go back anymore? No, I can't think like that. It's not right for you to stay here. I can't believe the thoughts are even surfacing in my mind right now. I close my eyes to try to escape them, and when I do, I see a memory. One of his memories. It's morning. Shinri is happy and sharing a pot of coffee with you and your friends. Someone with two different colored eyes spills some on himself, and his pet jingles loudly as it flees to splash. The man with blonde hair is arm wrestling with a smaller man in a ponytail. The young man with white and blue is carrying a still sleeping redhead teammate to the room on his back. Did he really just not want to wake up? It seems like it. Let's give him 30 minutes. I see things for what they are. Life together with me in this miserable parallel world could never compare to something like that in the world you had before. So I'll send you home. I'll send you somewhere happier without hesitation. And according to that text I'd stolen from the ice plane about the project called Doppelgänger, I know exactly what I'm doing. I have to help you finish this route you're trapped in. He's self-aware? He's a self-aware Otome character? Today's the Huntsman's birthday. Oh god, I don't like this music. Since he told me he couldn't remember his real one, I thought it might be fun to try celebrating today. He doesn't know it, but I managed to prepare a gift. I'm excited to give it to him. Oh, Nirvana. Oh, poor sweet baby girl Nirvana. If only I could actually find him. He's not in his tent. Weird. Huntsman, are you here? Aside from me, our camp is empty. His horse is gone. I have a sinking feeling in my stomach. I searched deeper parts of the forest for him, but there's no sign of him anywhere. Huntsman! I call for him again, I'm still not met with a response. Why do I feel like something terrible has happened to him? No, I can't panic. I need to stay calm. What about town? I hurry from the forest to the meadows, I remember. Huntsman? When I see next— Whoa! He got shot with an arrow? An arrow protrudes his chest. His dark hair is pulled around his head, and his hat sags from his usual position. The blood stains a blaze of grass beneath him in a dark, gritty red. As he looks at me, I see it dribbling down the side of his mouth as well. How long have you been like this? Who did this to you? I fall to his side. I can't believe my eyes. I'm sorry. I didn't want you to see. As I reach for the arrow in his chest, the huntsman touches the side of my wrist to stop me. Listen to me. It's okay. It's not okay. You need help. Nirvana. My eyes are flooding with tears. I can't stand the sight of him hurting like this. Am I too late? Can he still be saved? Don't cry. This may not make sense to you, but... How did you stab yourself with an arrow? I did this to myself. I did this to send you home. To himself? For me? I never wanted this. My throat is burning. I hiccup and sob, unable to keep myself under control. Don't cry anymore, okay?
Sorry.
I don't want you to see you cry on my birthday. Oh. He musters his strength to smile. Even now, he's thinking of me. Your birthday was supposed to be today. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I wanted to do something special for you. Then smile at me. How can I? If you can't now, then smile at him. The other me on the other side. Because this won't be the last time I see you. I'll see you through him. Do you understand? I see the shine disappearing from his eyes. His death seems so long and painful. Trust me, Ori. This has to happen. I must believe in what he says. I inhale shakily and nod. I believe you. I trust you. He lays his head back on the grass. But even that movement seems excruciating for him. To the left are his bow and arrows. And though I believe this must happen because he tells me so, with this bow and arrow I could help him. I could. Could I? You don't have to. He's still so kind. He'd allow me to leave him here, but I can't do that to him. I rise from where I crouch. I'm lightheaded from crying, but I collect the arrows and raise the bow in my hands. No! Don't make me do it! I don't want to do it! I aim between his eyes. His smile has finally met them this time. I want to help him. I don't want him to hurt anymore. And most importantly, I want him to smile on the other side. I draw the bow and... Oh, no. Oh, Huntsman. Happy birthday, Huntsman. That was not a satisfying fifth key. Why was that one so sad? I'm sorry I doubted you, Huntsman. Oh shit. Chain Chomp Champ. I'm so sorry. I haven't been paying attention to YouTube chat. Hello. I'm so sorry. Rain slips through the foliage above me. It falls and splatters against my skin and hair. As my clothing starts clinging to me, the air around me is rich with the smell of wet leaves. I hope you're doing well today, Chain Chomp Champ. Welcome to my channel. And I hope you're enjoying the Otome game. It's not bad. Strange, I can't recall what happened between when I'd stepped through the door and now. But perhaps I shouldn't be surprised. Good, that's good. Perhaps I shouldn't be surprised. Of course, the way back to Tempus Guild Hall wouldn't be as easy as going through the right door. There's no point in sulking. I may as well try my best to figure out where I turned up. I know it's a forest at least. Yeah, obviously. With all the trees and bushes, Nirvana, it's obviously a forest. Then again, I know a lot of... Yeah! Nirvana. Shut the fuck up about the forest for a second. Never been so good at distinguishing one from the other. All trees look the same to me after a while. If only they were Machina Expleon. If only I were Machina Expleon. The guild's pilot always seemed to be able to memorize landmarks without trying. He barely needed to check his maps after an initial expedition. I always reached out to him whenever I found myself lost somewhere. Oh, here's an idea. I think to check my communication device and contact him. Come on, Flayon, pick up. Drat. Failed signal. You gotta be kidding me. Failed signal again? I hear something or someone approaching, but I have no weapon. Turning to face the source, I raise my fist. I raise my fists in case I need them. But when I do, someone seems familiar. Red hair dripping in close to its face. Leon seems to have found me here in the woods. It's you. Where did you go for so long? I waited here for years and years. I thought that maybe you wouldn't come back for me. But it's really you.
How beautiful.
I'm so happy I could die, Master. Waited? What? You said you waited for years and years? How have you been by yourself? I don't think I'm the person he means by his master, but I still need to try and figure out more about where I am. Anything helps. I lost count. You left me here a long, long time ago, so I can't remember. Sorry, but there's no way. Fleon's looking like seems unhappy with my detail. He won't let me have this. He stares at me as if I'm lying to him. Fine, what makes you so sure it was me? Your name is Nirvana. So I was right. I don't think there's a lot of people named Nirvana. When I said Fleon, you thought it sounded familiar? It's an ultimate game about the VTubers from HoloTempus. This is Machina X Fleon. It could still be a coincidence. I refuse to believe I do something so cruel. I never abandoned anyone in woods like this for who knows how long. I don't blame you for what you did, Master. After all, you're the reason I exist. There's such finality and weight in what he says. He believes to the bottom of his core that I'm his master. But what does he even mean by that? I feel a little more confused than I did before. Fleon, is that you? If this is Fleon, something is very wrong with him. The smile on his face dims. It's at this moment perhaps both of us realize that we've been mistaken. That has to be the reason. The disappointment is showing on his face. Fleon is... I see him hesitate. Fleon's name means something to him, but I don't understand it. Oh no. Not the dark music again. Already? It just started! Fleon is dead, Master. You yelled at me. You said you wouldn't call me by his name anymore. Because it hurts when you do. It breaks your heart, remember? And your having a heart is what makes you human. You said that you're different from me because I can't understand your pain. That's what you told me. I did. What the hell are you even talking about? There's no way I could just forget Fleon dying. That's impossible. Right? Does calling me Fleon again mean that your heart is fixed now? That must be why you came back. No. You're not Fleon. I'm sure about this part. You had the wrong person. I'm sorry, there's just no way. But you created me.
Really?
Did you really forget? There are reasons beyond simply forgetting that make his claims impossible. That's just the thing. There's no way I could have created you either. I should watch my words. According to him, he and his master had approached this subject in the past. Oh my god, I can't speak. There definitely seems to be an underlying complex. I hear his joints make a rickety sound when he shifts his stance across from me. This person's not human. He's completely mechanical. I just don't have those sorts of skills. No reply. As I wait for one, I realize that the rain had lulled to a stop. An android? I think so. I don't exactly remember what he is. The automaton still stared at me as if I'd broken something in him. With nothing left to say, I give him an awkward nod and try to find some good timing to make an exit. Good luck finding Nirvana, okay? I mean it. I avoid meeting his gaze as I turn to leave. Don't turn your back to him, girl. Don't do that. In the very same moment, the automaton suddenly breaks the quiet. You can't. Oh, shit. You can't.
No!
Jesus Christ! Guy, it's late for me. I can't scream that loud. Don't leave me alone anymore! The shouting shoots fear through me, and before I know it, I'm running from the forest without thinking, without looking back. His voice falls further and further away, but I can still hear his mechanical legs creaking and grinding as he tries chasing me. Don't go! I need you to stay with me! Forever! You promised me! Okay, I seem to have run into a yandere by accident. Anyone got any advice to help dealing with the yandere? I run until I don't hear him anymore, and eventually I come to the edge of a forest. Although I seem to have lost him, it's still difficult for me to not feel uneasy. The automaton may not be human, but he still sounds like it. No, I can't think about that anymore. I'm already dead, that's my advice. Nakey domo. I can't afford to feel guilty over something I didn't do. My eyes search the clearing for any signs of shelter. You can't help with relationships, period. Okay. In the far distance, I can see a greenhouse and small chateau by my side. Where should I go from here, I wonder? Don't ask me. If I go back into the forest, I'm just gonna run straight into him. But I feel it's gonna make me go in a certain direction. I'm gonna sneak into a greenhouse. The greenhouse seemed like a good place enough for a temporary shelter. Yeah, I'm dead no matter what I choose. There's a roof and enough plants inside. I should hide myself from anything dangerous. If I can at least make a quick power nap. Why would you want to take a power nap in this situation, Nirvana? Do you not have any survival skills? I sneeze. In the moment that followed, I realized I may be getting sick from the rain earlier. Serves me right, I guess. The timing couldn't be worse. I feel chills beginning to develop, but I can't afford for that to slow me down. Nirvana knows that she's dead, might as well relax. at least have a relaxing death. I should be on my way. Without looking back, I trudged towards the greenhouse in search of somewhere to rest. It takes some time to let myself into the greenhouse. It's been locked, but I somehow managed to find a spare key hidden somewhere. I guess one might be. Weird how it worked. Okay, honey, you're sneaking into a greenhouse. If you're not dead from the android, you'll be dead from the owner. Well, I'll be staying here to rest and recollect myself. I'm careful to put everything back where I found it. I also try to avoid touching anything. Of all the plants, they're here. I think I wouldn't be able to sleep in a situation... You shouldn't be able to sleep in a situation like this. You're being hunted by a yandere automaton. You shouldn't be able to sleep in this situation. Maybe the chateau owner enjoys cooking. I've never been any good at it myself. Was that my stomach? Oh, I'm hungry. I shouldn't let myself get distracted. There are more than enough vegetables growing that I could steal, but even just taking a quick nap here makes me feel guilty enough. I'll pass on... Holy shit. Oh, it's just YouTube being weird. Never mind. I'll pass on taking any food. Maybe I should try to hunt for fish instead. I didn't eat anything anyhow. Rather than eat anything now, I search for a place to sleep. At the back of the greenhouse, I find a tool shed. It should suffice for a nap, just an hour or so. Thinking myself in with a creak, I find a corner of the bed and use sacks of... What the fuck? Nirvana! You're being hunted by an automaton. What are you doing? Why are you falling asleep? The MC is ignoring any and all their survival instincts. Oh, well, it's already too late. We're dead. Of course you would come here. I know you better than anyone else. Sleeping like a baby in this shed. So cute. When I awaken, I find myself in a room I don't recognize. Don't Nirvana me, Domo. I didn't tell her to go to sleep. She did that herself. When I awaken, I find myself in a room I don't recognize. Somehow I'm in a pair of cotton pajamas that fit me perfectly. Did he change my clothes? Nah, girl, get out of there. Last I remember, I was sleeping in the... Why were you sleeping in the first place? Welcome home. You were sleeping for a while. Where did you come from? I found you sleeping in the tool shed of your greenhouse. My greenhouse? You remember yet, Master? This is where you live. Wakey, wakey, Nirvana-chan. Don't call me that. Nirvana's just fine. Anyway, I'm still confused. You carry me back here from the shed? Where did the pajamas come from? These are your pajamas, Nirvana. You were all curled up like a sick little kitten. So of course I changed your clothes for you and put you in bed. You also bathed me? Might as well. His face lightens up with affection and pride, but I just feel violated. Does he think I'm going to thank him for that? Don't smile like that. You should have woken me up. I tried, you know, but you didn't wake up. I couldn't leave you there on the ground, wet and sick. You're never happy with me lately. Not then, and not now. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I watch him for a long moment, lacking any words that might comfort him. There's a flat silence in the air before I break it with a sudden sneeze. Achoo. Gah. My whole body is fed up with me. My stomach growls just shortly after sneezing. The automatons laugh tiredly. See? Still sick. I should make you food. What do you want to eat? When did I last eaten food? The idea of a home-cooked meal is appetizing. I can't trust his automaton. He's too batty. What if he tries sneaking something into the food? I still don't trust you. The automaton looks at me with emptiness in his eyes, as if I've slapped him with my words. While he still terrifies me, I still sense that he cares. Okay. I don't know what you're on about, Nirvana. Your first priority should be getting out of there. You're in the presence of a yandere. You're already dead.
I see.
I know. I feel it. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I'll see how you resist one of your favorite meals. Before I can protest, the automaton leaves for the kitchen. He's gone! Go, Nirvana, it's your chance! Leave! Jump out the window! You fall asleep?! Oh my god. Nirvana. More sleep seems to have helped recuperate my strength. After awakening a second time, I follow an appetizing smell to the dining quarters. Why are you here like this is normal, Nirvana? There's a hearty-looking Salisbury steak. Salisbury steak is good, but it's not my favorite. Give me a good burger, some fries. I stare at it. I consider that maybe the automaton actually met some version of me. This place might still be a parallel world or something, right? It makes more sense as to why I wouldn't remember things or why everything's so different. This one seems a lot longer than the other routes. I thought you might wake up soon. Are you feeling better? Girl, stop acting like this is fucking normal. That's good, isn't it? I knew you wouldn't have any earlier, but how about now? I feel I should not do anything to make the yandere angry, so I'll take the food. My stomach growls again. I can't fight it forever. As I watch the automaton carefully from across the room, I decide to trust him and reluctantly lower into my seat. He hurries to stand... Don't stand behind me, I swear to God. Don't stand behind me. You need a drink with it? Milk? Juice? Who the fuck drinks milk with Salisbury steak? I don't know how I'm not dead. Why are you... Might as well eat the food. They clearly need strength to run away. I don't know what the fuck Nirvana's on right now. Milk is fine. Honestly, the real crime here is Nirvana eating milk was drinking milk with Salisbury steak. I would not drink milk with Salisbury steak. That sounds disgusting. She should have taken the juice option. Or at least the fucking water. After automaton provides just about everything I could ever need, I held myself to his cooking. It's delicious. So delicious, in fact, that I practically wolf it down without hardly chewing. It earns me some soft laughter from him. If the food is poisoned and I die after this, at least it tasted good. Whoa. That's the dry humor that crosses my mind upon finishing. You ate it so quickly. Yeah, you'll die quickly because you fucking ate it. You didn't even consider that it was poisoned, Nirvana. You have no survival instincts. I wiped my mouth with one of the napkins I forgot to put on my lap. Do you want more? I can make more for you if you want. Normally I'd be all down to pig out, but my nerves have been so fried from stress and my appetite is smaller than it should be. I feel uncomfortably full. I definitely ate too quickly. It was plenty, thanks. The automaton seems happy with my answer as he lowers himself into a chair beside me. You're so stubborn. I'm happy to help, you know. I'm thankful for that. I should head back soon. No. Girl, you remember how you reacted earlier, right? He said that he doesn't want us to leave him ever, and he wants us to stay with him forever. If you say that you want to leave now, he's gonna put you in his fucking basement, okay? Android F, I'm glad that you liked that after I put some of my hairs in it. Yeah, for all I know, he put his fucking hair in it. So that he's now a part of me or whatever.
Don't leave.
Are you still trying to go home? The automaton fidgets restlessly. No, I still can't make a connection.
No!
Jesus fucking Christ. You pissed him off, Nirvana. Look at me when I'm talking to you! As I look up from my communication device, the automaton's eyes are wide and trembling. His expression is difficult to read. There's no point. It doesn't matter what I do. You just want things to go back to how they were, don't you? Even though I'm right here and ready to give you everything. What's so great about being human? Is having a heart really so amazing? He's gonna steal my heart. I'm calling it. He's gonna rip my heart out of my chest and he's gonna fucking kill me. The automaton's looking at me, but I don't feel seen. His rage is on the precipice of an explosion. Then stop fucking testing him! If you don't want to die, Nirvana, you know how angry he gets when you don't pay attention to him. You know how angry he gets when you show that you want to leave. If you stop doing that, you'll fucking survive! Oh, now you feel like you have to calm him down? Okay, Nirvana. Finally? From the pocket of coat, there are pliers in his hand. No, it's already too late, Nirvana. It's already too late, Nirvana. You were a fucking dumbass this whole route. I'm sorry, I can't defend you on this. I can defend you on all the other ones, but I can't defend you on this route. You were a fucking dumbass. In one motion, said pliers are clamped down onto my tongue. The pressure sinks down harder. Metal pinches me tightly. Everything is numb now from the adrenaline. The automaton retracts his hand, pliers still in them. Suddenly you're getting Gother vibes. From then, he drops a piece of my tongue he torn off on the ground. I brought these from the greenhouse earlier. I had a feeling somehow I might need them. Blood fills my tongue and my eyes well with tears. It's your own fault, Nirvana. I can't defend you on this one. I watch as the automaton in horror as he opens and closes the pliers flippantly, as if they're a child's toy. I'm not good enough for you because I'm not human. Go on. You can say it. Or maybe you can't now. I'm not good enough for you because we're so different. Because I don't have a heart! With the pliers shut in his fist, he laughs at me before plunging them deep into my chest. I scream as loud as I can. The automaton fails to react. He keeps muttering to himself. But just think, what if neither of us had hearts? Wouldn't that make us perfect for each other? You'd finally stop hurting. You stop thinking about how I'm not Flayon. And I finally stop comparing myself to humans. He cranks the pliers back apart and spreads the wound he's inflicted. My blood bubbles up from the gaping hole. I'm going to die soon. There's no way I'm going to live through this. Shh. He coos me as I dry sob. Just be still, okay? It'll all be over soon. His pliers dug deep into me and his other hand is placed on my cheek. His thumb wipes my tears away gently. I only manage a weak gasp. The tongues of his pliers twitch and puncture anything they can. My sight starts fading. Don't worry. Without this stupid heart of yours ruining you anymore, you'll be just like me. You'll finally know how I feel. That's why you'll forgive me if I stop it, right? He takes a hold of my beating heart in his pliers and bursts a hole in it. Because even if you don't know any better,
You're mine.
I can make you happier than...
Don't leave. No. No! No. No! Ah!
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Okay. I don't know what happened. I think my it happened after I died in the game. I think voice meter crashed for a second. Sorry. I restarted it. Sorry. How about over on YouTube? You're good now? Okay. Sorry. Sorry about that. Ugh, okay. We should be able to unlock the secret route. I already did this one. Flan stole my voice and my heart. But Flan actually kind of Plan actually kind of weakened my voice a little bit because I did the whole voice acting that whole time for him. Well timed. Horn guards. It's been a treat to listen to me give all the dialogue. I try to give them all different voices. Well, I can give a recap for this one. For this one, it's discovered that he is not the same Altair that we know. He's the Demon King Regus, and he knocked us out, took us to his dungeon, and started torturing us. So if I mentioned something about being tortured by a Demon King earlier, if y'all were here, then that's because of this guy. And we collected all, and we went through all the routes because of him too. Because the secret route is locked by this guy. So we had to go through it all over again. Oh boy. Oh boy indeed. Look at his fucking face. Look at him. Little fucking bitch. Don't worry, I don't want it. You can have the book, I don't care. Oh, I gotta go through all of them for him. Okay. What if I told you the reason we don't see the hollow tree anymore is because it doesn't reach this place? What if I told you we're in a different world entirely? That the world we're in now is some kind of subworld anomaly? Its temporary will likely be our last season. Hard to know what he's thinking. Decline to think about in the context for an educated guess. Before anything else, I need something from you.
Very well.
Just how much of that book did you read? Skimming through the chapter titles. So you saw it. Which part? Chapter 10. The True Elysium. True Elysium, my home. It's where the real Altair is. Real. Gave me his eyes for a stretch of time.
Listen to me.
Dear Nirvana, let me make things very clear for you. This book holds secrets that only you, as a resident of the other Elysium, can come to fruition. Neither Elysium is any more or less real than the other. Despite knowing that, you'd like to see the Tempest members again, wouldn't you? So again, he takes my wrists and pulls me closer. Too close, buddy. His voice is low and he whispers into my ear, one syllable plucked evenly after the other. I need something from you. And in exchange, I will help you return to the true Elysium once you give it to me. While it is true that I am called the Demon King by rivaling lands, I can be quite benevolent when one should know when to humble themselves and simply obey. Your Demon King Regus. Sublime, so you've heard of me through him. I knew there had to be a tear in our worlds by how much more often we'd see each other in our sleep lately. Well, him and his nightmares. I'm never kind to him. The sadistic smile that spreads across his lips instills a fear in me, like that of a cornered animal. But I digress.
To me.
You will do as I say. You don't have a choice. You will give me what I want. Back the fuck up, bitch. I throw the back of my hand against the side of his face. Backslap him, Nirvana. I feel an impact and hear him grunt in pain. It's when he frees my wrist to catch where he's been struck that I'm able to run. I know I'm able to make a run for it. I roll on my heel and the sound of my footsteps bounce all about the throne room walls. Anywhere is safer than here. I hear the Demon King laughing. His laughter cuts short abruptly when the door comes closer into view. True to his demon title, the king commands the attention of all his servants. Enough of this. Guards to the dungeon. I'm not sure what happened between then and now. At the mercy of the Demon King's servants, I can only guess that I was knocked out and dragged to the dungeons. It would make sense. The floor under me is wet, hard, and cold. I taste my own blood on my mouth. When I open my eyes, I see the Demon King through the bars watching me. He stares me down from a high place without compassion or care. The book from the library is in his hand. I think I catch a glimpse of a weapon on his hip. Oh god. Are you sure you guys are prepared for this? When I said it was torture, it's like torture, are you sure? If you can't handle it, I can skip through it. He gives a page in the book one last time before throwing it away behind himself.
Listen to me.
I need the keys. My voice croaks out unrecognizable to my own ears. I try to pull myself up, but my body will hardly move at all. The guards must have really let me have it before. The Demon King's gaze falls to where I'm curled. And whatever. Okay. I gave sufficient warning. The clicking of his footsteps draws closer to me. I don't crane up to look at him because my head is too heavy for my neck anymore, but I still feel him glaring through me. The heel of the Demon King's boot comes down to the center of my palm, crunching it beneath his weight. Tears blur my vision while I try to free my hand from under him. He chuckles at me when I do. Without remorse, the Demon King twists his heel further into my palm.
Very well.
We'll have it your way, Nirvana. I'll play with you as long as you like. After the tendons of my arms give out from under him with a shatter and snap, the Demon King elegantly lifts his boot as if he'd done nothing out of the ordinary. Cruelty is as normal to him as breathing is. The barred iron door creaks from above me as I start to sob. The Demon King's figure casts a deep shadow over me when he lets himself into my dungeon cell. Taken from a... I don't know how to fucking say that word. Candelabra? Just outside through the bars, he tips a burning candle over where I lay on the ground. Scalding hot candle wax splatters across the side of my face and neck. I said before, Demon King, I'm not into this shit. And I don't consent. I spasm on the floor and try curling into myself to protect myself. The Demon King is not amused with my reaction and drops the candlestick as indifferently as it had been lifted. Candle is snuffed out by his still bloody shoe heel.
Listen to me.
I'll say it again. I need the keys. If I knew... Yeah, this is different. This was not here before. If I knew how to give them to you, I would. But I can't help you even if I wanted to. They're like spiritual or something. They're not physical keys. They voice strange and desperate way. They're quite stubborn. We're not finished here until you give the keys to me. My heart sinks into my stomach with dread as I see him draw the weapon. Are you still going to fucking stab me? I don't know how to give them to you, guy.
Listen to me.
My head is spinning. I don't know how to help you, guy. I have the keys. I don't know how to give them to you. He wants to steal my car. Bro, I'm dead. You stop stabbing. Jesus Christ. Here you are. What? What do I do? Look, there's this one. There's this one left. There's just one more left. I need to figure out how to get this one. Says I obtained 6 keys. Well, I have all of them, but... What do I do? I'm gonna look it up. Whoa, jeez. I'm pretty sure it's through him. Is it specific word choices, maybe? Oh my god. Oh! Someone subscribed. I got confused for a second. You passed out for a while. It's okay. Right now I'm trying to figure out the true ending. Right. I don't have a thing. Surely... It must be through specific word choices then. Maybe I have to refuse him. I have all 6. Hmm.
Hmm. Listen. Very well. Hmm. Listen to me.
Maybe I have to put up a fight. Wait, what did she say? I'd rather die than give you the keys. I went through a lot for them. Kick me around all you want. Okay, Nirvana, got some fight in you? You never understand what I went through for them. So you admit you have them then. I don't know what they're for yet, but I'll never give them to you.
Very well. Listen.
What was that grunt?
Hmm.
What do you want, Altair? How do I give you the keys? At least tell me or something. Hmm. Oh, that's something different. Hmm. Hmm. Has no one figured out the true ending yet? It was a good Ultimate game though. I enjoyed it. I wanted to get all the endings. I try again, I guess. Hmm.
Very well. Listen. Very well.
Okay. I don't know what he wants me to do, my guy. Give me a hint or something. Don't you do it in a specific order?
Listen.
You told me that, I believe you. Excellent, that makes things easy. For anything else, I need something from you.
Very well.
Does it just take me back? No, it's okay. This is normal in Ultimate games. There's multiple routes you gotta figure out. You don't gotta apologize. There are hidden options. Even if I tell him that I don't know how to give him the keys, he doesn't believe me. I can figure out at some point later, I guess. Pretty sure it's through him that's the secret route because he's the only one asking for the keys. Are you afraid of this world disappearing? Don't be ridiculous. Before anything else... What the fuck do you want from me, my guy?
Very well.
I tried refusing him. I also tried just giving it to him. Either one, it takes me to right... Either way, it takes me to the same place.
Very well. Listen.
Hey, look on YouTube real quick. Hollow Stars, Doppelganger. That's a trailer.
Hmm.
Is there nobody? Has nobody gotten this far yet? Am I the first person? I might have to wait a couple days because I can't figure it out. Is it hidden in one of the other routes? That wouldn't make sense in my opinion because the other routes don't mention the keys. He's the only one that mentions the keys. So it has to be through him. It would make no sense if it was someone else. Done everything I could with every... Yeah, I did. I went through every option. I can try again off stream. And then recreate it on stream tomorrow or at some point. I'm pretty sure I didn't miss anything. What's this? Truth? It was right there! In this vast darkness, another door appears to you. The mysterious door with 6 keyholes, each of them with a different jewel-colored lining. As you approach it now, you know where it will lead. After all, you've been through a lot to get here. It was on the fucking title screen. That's ridiculous. It had the same, like, labels as all the other ones, so I didn't think about it. We thought too hard. Yeah, we thought too hard. It had the same... It looked like the start and load in the settings and everything. I didn't think about it. I literally didn't see it. It was like selective vision. Like it blended in with the whole thing. I didn't even see it. I remember the many stories I witnessed and played a part in. Don't mention the Huntsman. Come on, I'm not over it. The Huntsman was so sad. Karasu demons. The abandoned automatons. The yandere. Yeah, I remember. Showman. The genuinely creepy and scary one. The exiled prince. The weirdly horny one, I guess. The demon king. Yeah, the torture. We've been through it. All 6 keys you worked hard to collect to dissipate into the abyss. A lock clicks when you finally open the door. No! Stop! It's almost home. I'm almost home. Wait for me, guys. I wake up beneath the shade of a large tree. Don't tell me she was dreaming the whole time. This part of another twisted story. I don't know anymore. My whole body is sore and there are knots in my back. I take a deep breath. This place looks like Elysium. It looks like a meadow not too far from the guild hall actually, but... Nirvana, is that you? Did it work? They're back! Look, I see them over there! For real, move out of the way, Bethel! Why single me out like that? Everyone else is in your way too. Wait, did we really find Nirvana? I was worried we were going to have to make signs for a missing person. Finally, now we found Nirvana, we can call this done and get the Halloween started like we wanted to. Sorry, guys. I can't. I'm too traumatized right now. This is so bittersweet. As the Tempest Guild members come closer to me, I prop myself upright at the base of the tree. LOL, we found Nirvana. I'm stunned and at a loss for words. Because I've experienced so many tragedies, I don't even know what to say to them. First of all, fuck you. You tortured me many times. I don't want to see your fucking blue-haired looking ass anymore. Same with the purple-haired one. Go away. Would they be able to believe me if I told them what I saw? I just had conked out here and seen a series of different nightmares. Why does one of them have huge holes in their shirt? Because it's not a shirt. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but it's not a shirt. I can't believe otherwise. Sorry everyone for making you worry. How long have you guys been looking for me? Way too long. By that I mean a couple of days. Jesus Christ. Are you alright? You look like you've been through it. Oh, Shinri. Want me to carry you back? No. First of all, you're shorter than me. How the fuck can you carry me? I'd rather him carry me. Give me the guy who's practically shirtless carrying me. How do I even approach this subject? Was I here the whole time? What did I look like when you saw me? You look like you were sleeping there, but you definitely weren't there near the whole time. Thank goodness you're safe. Don't touch me! Like, fuck these five off, except for my man on the what is this? The left. I'm happy to see you, but not everyone else. Everyone else fucking traumatized me. We searched most of Elysium for you after you were gone too long. Yaltair sent me Shinri out all the way to check yesterday. We didn't see you then, but maybe we just didn't notice. You didn't notice. Okay. I remember you 2 or 3 times when we looked. I really must have disappeared then reappeared. I physically wound up on the other side just like I thought. And now after experiencing those 6 different tragedies, I'm back here. I don't know how to even begin explaining what happened to the boys, so I'll save it for another day. For now, I'm just relieved to be back. Things are going to be okay now. I miss them. I miss these guys so much. That's sweet. I had some really bad dreams. Really, really bad dreams. I don't know why I was out for so long, but that's about all I can say. It's okay, I get it. I understand that feeling too. The two of them will like look at each other as if they know something I don't before they look at me again. Come to think of it, hadn't their doppelgangers that come in contact with their other selves? Allegedly? Yeah, allegedly. I guess I'll find an opportunity to ask them one day. Let's not beat around the bush. We should get Nirvana out of the dirt. Are we still going to open the hall for the party? Think it can't hurt. It's a good way to welcome Nirvana back. Oh, right. We got to test the sound system up for karaoke. Come on, Nirvana. Let's get you back inside. The boys help me up from the grass and lead me back towards the gill hole. When I'm on both feet, I'm met by a group hug. Some of them muss my hair or tease me, but I don't pay attention because I'm home. I'm home. Finally home. I'm where I belong. I can't even describe how relieved I am, how good that feels. As the Tempest Guild Hall slowly comes into view, I look forward to a Halloween spent together with my friends. It's finally over. Sure enough to do it in one quick stream for almost 4 hours. Oh, jeez. Why was he a cowboy, by the way? Like, Shinri was the only one that didn't look like himself most. Thanks for making the game. Yes. I think this is the first game I fully completed on stream. I got so many other games I haven't completed yet. Good job on the playthrough. Thank you. Thank you. Ugh. And thank you, Chain Chomp Champ. I know you were the only one in YouTube chat, so I hope you still enjoyed it either way. If you'd like, we have a Discord if you want to join. It was a joy to watch. I despite being traumatized, I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for playing the game. It was weird, but it was something. I did enjoy it. I thought it was a good game. You're invested in the characters. It's really good in my opinion. There's also another Otome game that's coming out soon. It's based off an anime. That's based off a light novel. Is it a light novel? Yeah, it was a light novel. Then it became an anime and a manga, and now it's getting a game. But that doesn't come out until not next week, but the week after, on the 28th. It's almost 9 for me. Jeez, I gotta go take a bath. Would I consider playing Slay the Princess? I've never heard of that. Slay the Princess? What the hell is this? Bro, this is $30? I'll consider it. I'll consider it in the future. I'll put it in my wish list. You're fine to stay awake. I'm sorry. I'm fine to stay awake too. I'll end stream. I hope you guys have a good night or a good rest of your day. I'll see you next stream. I can't promise tomorrow because I think I gotta do some stuff tomorrow. So next stream may be Monday. I hope to see you on my next stream, Chain Chomp Champ. And I know I'll see you later, Clay. Have a good night too. Bye.